everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode with Critical. Wait, we're not critical, but we are Ginton Dice.
Yeah!
I had a fever, guys. I'm so sorry. Welcome everybody to
We're very
Ginton
critical of
Dice.
each other.
We are. We're a bunch of us nerdy friends who got together to play Dungeons and Dragons.
We play Dungeons and Dragons!
Dragons?
Yes,
Leroy, why is that thing on your face?
Because it's my thing.
it's his thing,
There's
but
nothing on his face.
it's interesting
I
of what
don't
he
see it.
always tries to put there.
I find something new every week.
Perfect.
There was nothing there. I saw nothing.
What's the
I
best
didn't
thing
see
you've had
anything
there?
either.
That's what I want to know.
I think he had like a whole pillow on his face once.
No. It was just a giant piece of
Whatever.
paper, I think. But anyways, hello everybody and welcome. I hope you all are having a wonderful
Whatever
time.
it was huge.
We're here just to have fun, play dice, make fun of each other. So I hope you all come in, say hi, enjoy yourselves, and just relax. Forget your night away or morning, depending on where you're from. Anyways, I don't know about you guys. I'm just ready to jump in on this.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
I think, like usual, we continuously our streak to have 0 announcements. So,
Oh.
no, we have to continue the streak as long as possible. As long as we have no announcements, we are doing just fine. But anyways,
Nothing ever has to happen. It's fine.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm just ready to jump right into this. So, let's jump right in on this. So, where we last left off, you guys, after beating Ava, with a very traumatic, traumatic ending.
Dramatic.
She was taken away as Alec was brought in from Exuia, who was questioning her, I wouldn't say loyalty, but just her statements. After you guys deemed that this truly was a ally sent by Barnaby, you all
You don't know what a Barnaby is.
you all quickly done like a Q&A, and then was sent on your way to Courage, where you all pretty much had a host waiting for you at the door, which was Victor, the where that you all had previously met, and kind of liked, as he was just a very chill, laid back, where wanting to drink some tea. He pretty much gave y'all a feast of celebration between warriors, and where you all enjoyed the night. And he knew what was coming, but was totally on board with a warrior's ending on a high note and nothing sad. So you all again just celebrated the night like it was supposed to be. And then as he greeted y'all in the morning, you all let's see, you all just kind of prepped yourselves and got right into the fight. As the fight was happening, he's was showing off his powers that he's capable of doing with 2 runes of his. One that has been explained to Arissa that just allows him to just take reduced damage from all sources, as he is just a tank. And his other one that Zoe unfortunately found out the hard way is his ability of shockwaves, where he's able to generate so much force with just a fist that can hit multiple targets. So, where we pick up is where the cloud of dust is slowly settling on this type of corner as Akuma has just been rocked into the side of the wall, kind of stuck and indented there, trying to catch her breath. And as the smoke and dust is slowly coming down, he just looks to all of you and he's heavy breathing. As you can tell, he's taking damage. As all of you are like trying to catch your breaths as well, but not as much. And we are ending his turn, which now brings us to Tay.
Okay, so I measured it out last week. We're gonna measure it again. I am gonna run right to here,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna reckless for 500, Mr. T-Man.
Bring the thing.
Bring in the crits. Bring him home, baby.
Pretty.
Want to bet
for
it's natural one day today.
It just goes down from here.
Server just goes down. 23.
That hits.
Not natural 13 disappointed already.
That's a good start. Good start. So we got 24, 27 on the first hit.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Second attack.
There
Not
you go.
quite. 14. There we go.
14 misses.
Really?
Wow. Oh.
Big werewolf
Darn.
beat it.
Do what?
Makes sense.
And
I said, how hard can a big werewolf beat it?
You don't know.
Harder than a 14?
Yeah.
He's not some monstrosity. I mean,
Oh.
he knows how to dodge. He can dodge a ball, so he can dodge an axe.
I mean, honestly, he isn't the biggest monstrosity.
Exactly.
Field anyways.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge an axe. What?
So,
Okay.
so I believe you are
I
just
break
now
the ice.
defrosting.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Alec, it is now your turn.
Defog.
Okay. Right. So Alex a little bit like concerned with everyone's HP, but he's fine with it because he knows he's capable.
You know. You just know.
He doesn't give a shit. He's like, you guys ain't dying anytime soon.
It's kind of hard to kill, I guess.
Yeah, right? So you're fine.
I mean,
You're
if shoots in
perfectly
the next
fine.
minute, probably
Cries
multiple
it
after that.
That's funny.
Just throw Zoe right at the werewolf.
So he's like, yeah, so this little Zoe guy needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. So we're gonna... Wait a minute, 1 second. I think I just pressed the wrong thing.
On second
Like,
thought,
are you still wet
inflict
after you come out
wounds!
of your ice cube?
Never mind.
Sorry, I'm literally
No,
making sure I'm
so
using
just
the right
stall.
stuff here.
You just see he like falls from the sky as an ice cube, and then it just starts defrosting right there.
Like
Just a
like
cube
Han
of
Solo and
Like in
frozen
the
carbonite.
microwave, he's just spinning around, and there's a buzzer when it's finished.
Okay, so he's gonna cast Mass Healing Word for everybody in range.
Yeah, love me some heals.
Savage.
Hey, that's 7 more that everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you heal more because you
happy.
heal. What level is it? Third, right?
Yes, it's third.
So it's 5 extra. So it's
Yeah.
12.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Because your
And
wisdom plus the spell level, right? Or life
It's no, it's 2 plus a spell level. It's just flat.
wow,
plus
that's almost
spell
up to my max again. So thank you. It's actually
Oh.
not that bad.
welcome.
Wow.
Just imagining what the higher one would have technically been. Oh my.
All right. Anything else? Are you moving or just staying there?
No, I'm gonna. I think I can move this to here. I think.
Yeah. If you ever need to check, there's a on
What
the
is the thing?
You can go.
yeah on the
you can
top
go
I don't know how you
as
do that.
far as you-
yeah on the top left your arrow key should be highlighted. If you go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, it should look like a ruler inside a circle. If you click
Uh-huh.
on that, that will allow you to
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can definitely go there. That's fine.
And then when you want
Okay.
your mouse back, just go back up and click on the mouse again so that you have your mouse.
I don't
Uh-huh.
have
Okay,
that. I
thank
have a
you.
laptop.
I've never used this properly before, so thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great. Just think,
Alright.
next campaign will be switching to something else.
Akuma,
now.
it is now your turn.
Yay! Cool. I'm gonna pry myself from the wall.
I mean, I will just say I wanted to use my bonus action, but it's fine. It's
What
fine.
bonus action were you going to use?
What would you like to do?
I have spiritual weapon, so I wanted to like.
You can't cast
You
that yet.
you
You need...
I cannot.
that
I
you
cannot.
you have to use your action to cast it, and then
No,
your
yes.
bonus action
I
to
see.
attack.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
The
Okay,
turn
I'm just like
afterwards.
kind of just hanging around then
Yeah.
a little bit.
So you're
You're like,
just
wait a minute, I can't do that.
I can't quite do this.
Isn't it a
You
bonus
can't do
action
that
to
yet.
cast, but you can't cast it at the
Overconfident
same
Leo.
time as a leveled spell?
Mm.
I think it's casting time as a bonus action as well, but you can't cast
Yeah,
at the
but it
same
doesn't
time as
matter
a
because she
leveled
already
spell.
cast a leveled spell, so.
It's fine.
Choose
I'm
the
just
healing.
overconfident Leonin. I don't know what I'm doing.
You go right in
Like you
there.
hear a voice in your head,
Oh.
you can't do that yet.
Wait, how much health do I give to myself? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You get the exact same.
7 plus
Yeah,
5,
12.
12.
12. Okay, that's fine. I did that. That's good.
Nice.
Yeah, you get the what is it? The blue screen error has occurred.
He just kind of like flexes, like, yeah, I told you my healing's good.
So Akuma, you are prying yourself from the wall.
Exactly. Prying myself from the wall, and I have a
That
fun
was
little
an
thing
action,
to...
that's your turn.
that's
Yeah, it is my turn. But I do have fun things to say.
go
You
for
could
it.
say, I really made an impression on this town. This is fun.
All right, I'm gonna hit you again.
You just reaches around, say.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Is that all your turn?
Yeah, I'm guessing it is, because I can't really go anywhere. I'm kind of just there.
You can just
Yeah.
cast.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
That's fine.
Hold on.
It's fine.
Uh, things with
You got any bonus action spells?
I don't actually know. What would count as a bonus action spell?
I
It
don't
says
think so.
bonus action on it. There's not that many for sorcerers, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. That's all
You can
good
just
though.
be like, this is fine. While
Well,
the
that's
girls
fine.
are
At the
surrounding
end of
you.
your turn,
You
He-
take
I
Victor's
probably did
keep
enough
up.
damage.
It's
yeah,
fine.
at the end of your turn, he's just going to look at him and it's like, "Well, let me help you out with that," and just goes again.
Do it.
Do it,
Uh,
I'll dare you.
Press the crit that.
that is low 16. So Tay, does 16 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, and Akuma?
Did you roll
The
for
what now?
advantage?
The what hit me?
I
18?
think a 16 hits her.
Yeah,
unless she
I'm 15.
shields.
It's 15 for armor class, so yeah.
Okay.
You could shield.
Yeah, can I shield it? Can I?
If you have
Yeah.
a spell slot, smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
if
do.
Yeah, you can. No, you can.
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Okay.
Here we go.
So
Oh, yeah.
he just kind of goes and does it, and like both of you kind of just slightly moving out of the way, almost like simultaneously moving both to one and the other side, so it just going straight through y'all.
Golasso.
Orissa or Apesa.
Aprissa.
No, just Apesa.
No, just
Apesa.
Icarus, but
Apesa, let's do it! Woo!
beat him to hit.
I want to be cool. I want to do cool monkey shit.
Just peel a banana and throw the peel at him. He'll trip on it. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you guys surround him, then he can't. Right.
Speaking of
Oh,
fun,
ignore me. I'm just pressing things.
Oh, did you figure it out?
I'm guessing like that's the answer to my question. I would just click that from that page.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
told
didn't
you
mean
all
to click that. I was actually trying to press another button, but I guess
It's
I didn't
all
press
good. It's all
You
good.
You accidentally
Figured it out. So it's no big deal. Yeah,
I
mean,
figuring out my stuff, guys. I'm an idiot.
no,
monkey,
we're all at that
I
point.
wondered.
You know?
I'm just gonna step over So I suppose.
Yeah, easily to do.
Just step on Zoe. Oh,
No.
whoops.
I
Whoops,
mean,
stepped on something.
I don't feel like being
Slip and fall in their
too.
banana peel.
I don't feel like being too much of a dick, but sure, you can.
Can I like take the card and smash the card? No, I'm just kidding. That's too much bullshit.
I mean, technically on
Never
your
too
turn you
much
can pick up
bullshit.
rocks out of the ground and throw them at him, so I can't see why you can't pick up their
Yeah.
cart.
No,
Random cart full of
no,
stuff.
I'm not gonna torture our DM too much. I'm just gonna smack the guy.
Not torturing your DM. Are you feeling okay?
Oh,
No, I'm saving that for later.
Ah,
Ah, there it
oh,
is.
there we go. Nat 20.
There it is.
Wow. Now
yes.
you're good.
Alright.
Now you're good.
You fisted him good.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that blood
Can
You
we-
got that
damage.
meow.
Oh, and that
Can we
damage.
go? Can we go
Oh
for the
boy.
double crit? Oh
Oh
no, there's the
boy.
14 again.
No,
Oh,
that doesn't.
that one's sad.
I
The
mean, I
first
critted
one,
once.
the first one was good.
Low damage.
Nice. Alright. Anything else?
I'm gonna sit down on the card.
Fantastic. It does lean one way.
Hmm.
As
The wheels go outward.
well, she's sitting on the side of it, so it's just like it's going that way.
It's leaning.
Um, so yeah, he's just at this point getting surrounded, getting rocked on both sides.
Is he gonna?
So
Wrong.
Tay,
Yes?
I need you to make
Pardon you.
a wisdom check and a constitution saving throw.
You want me to make a wisdom check then? Okay.
Yeah, wisdom check and a constitution saving throw.
Alright, wisdom. 7.
Okay.
He's the best at those.
And then
Only better
constitution
than
saving
Zoe.
throw.
Nice.
19.
Fantastic.
Nice.
So in this fight, like, all of you are just at this point, besides Apesa, because it's an ape, what is everybody's mindset right now? Like,
Monkey smash.
Don't
Like,
want to die.
what-
Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Only
yeah,
close to
staying
death.
alive and ending this quickly.
okay. Alec?
Alex
roll a
always
fourth.
fucking confident, dude. He don't care. He's not phased. He's
Okay.
hype.
No.
And
Although he doesn't like stinky
And that-
werewolves.
Tay.
He doesn't smell.
Giving him the fight that he wants.
Yeah.
Tay, you feel like as he's like going, like, in a sense attacking you, going to town, and all of you kind of like in a weird way not necessarily like step back, but it's kind of like pause for a second, because it's weird as this particular moment where Victor and Tay are just hammering back and forth. Tay, for you, it's like your body is reacting on its own for a second, and your mind just goes into in a whole different place. Don't think of this area as like something dark. Think of it like like uh kind of like a dark sky blue ish. Think of a somewhat low key positive vibe like color. And as you're just looking around, you just see Victor, who's standing there just drinking tea as he's just standing there.
You got another teacup?
Pulls it out. Always do.
This seems really relaxing here.
Do you know what this is?
Not really, no.
They say
Yes.
as he kind of, and it looks like he was like leaning on something, but there's like nothing behind him. It's just like a giant empty void, and it like he kind of straightens himself and slowly walks over, and he's as he's talking to you. Some call this the warrior's mind. If two great warriors who tend to respect each other almost can have an entire conversation in the midst of a fight without even saying a word.
I've never had that with anyone before.
It means you have only respect not just for me, but for the fight itself. I appreciate that.
It must go the same. It must go. It'll go the same from you to you too. Then
Oh, I know. I just want to let you know you're doing a good job. Keep trying. You're almost done with your trials. And he kind of bends down a little bit to kind of like pat you on the shoulders. Just remember, when you get angry, you don't have to do it with hatred. Sometimes sorrow, even happiness, can feel that power that you have. That's the key to all of this. Is to no longer allow your hatred to give you power, but everything else around you. Your friends, your emotions and feelings to them. It can flow through you, giving you the strength that you really need. As he
feels.
stands back up. Your last one is probably going to be your hardest. And it's a tricky one. So listen carefully. Would you die for your faith and pride, or would you kill to protect your friends? Out of all these trials that you had to go through, this is your last one. So think about it and make it count, okay?
All right. Thank you.
And he just kind of goes back to drinking. And to you guys, like, again, you all seeing where, for just this moment, as all of you were starting to come to surround him, as Tay quickly jumped in front of Akuma, they are just going at it, blows for blows. She's like using her axe to even block some of his attacks, and like in this weird way, some of you may not have ever seen Tay react this way. In terms of like, it's like she's so focused that her body is just reacting to everything. Where she would usually just take hits and then just come in with axe on attack. She's you know, using her axe to even block attacks, going at it with elbows and fists as well. But as we continue, he just on you, Tay. 22 and a 20.
Both hit.
17 and 12. Not bad.
Half. So 9 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good.
Alright. Tay, it is your turn.
She's gonna keep this fight going because to her this is probably the not to be morbid, but really fun for her. This fight is it's not down in the dumps, and
And
she respects and truly is having fun with him.
and you get the fact that, like, he feels the same. Even with that conversation like you guys had, like, he knows as well this is the case of somebody's going to die, and he's just having a ball. Like, where you guys have seen him before and even conversated with him the night before, he's been relaxed. One could say he might have like some sort of lazy characteristics, but here he's just having a blast. And you can just see like this little smile on, like, just a little bit on his face. It's
Alright, first attack. Okay, roll 20 is gonna take its time, I guess.
why, yes, yes it is. How dare you rush it? Should give you a net one for that.
18.
Hit.
Okay, 24 damage on the first attack.
Nice.
Second attack.
There it
Natural
is.
20.
Alright. What we got?
15, 17, 20. 27 damage on the second attack.
Gosh, nice. Fair enough. So, you are able to stand up as your vision and hearing kind of comes back to you, and you can see that it looks like you're left alone as the fighting had migrated into a different direction.
That's good for me, I guess. I'll unleash 2 Eldritch Blasts. That's the best I've got.
Okay,
I
24
assume the
hits.
20 is 12 damage.
Fantastic. Is that it?
I've got no bonus action. I
Okay.
guess I'll start flying again. I'll just be hovering directly over the ground.
Okay. Uh,
I ain't running this time. I'm just standing still, trying not to make any sudden movements.
at the end of his turn, or at the end of your turn, you just out of nowhere, like he's so focused with Tay, like they're going at it, and just one fist goes that way. Uh, some people might think I'm targeting you for reasons. 16 to hit.
That hits. I have a 15 AC.
Take 9.
Nice. I'm still good. That healing really helped. If I wasn't healed, I would be dead.
Alec, you can see that it's just slowly getting more crazier and crazier.
Alec just looks as though he just fucking laughs, and like you almost feel sorry for him at this point. Like, how are you? Like, literally yells at him, like, "Are you just paper? Like, what are you?"
I'm air. I'm air.
That explains it.
Are you paper?
Lightweight.
Oh,
Oh, he can't
Everybody
get
else is
past
freaking
it.
out. It's just great.
Okay.
I'm even less than paper. I'm just the air.
Kuma can't help but snicker at this.
Alec wants to help you, kinda, but like, he's also at this point thinking you're like beyond help. That not even he can help you. Like, you're
The
just
monkey didn't get the joke. He sees you monkey sees you arguing, he just goes, oh.
Looked over like,
Oh.
don't understand.
In about 6
So,
hours, it'll be hilarious.
So Alec's gonna cast like a baby healing word on you. This one, I don't know how does this work if I want to use it. It doesn't.
It's
come
just
up
a
with
it's
it.
a bonus action, so just roll
It's
a
just-
d4. in the chat, if you type the /R space and just a D4, it will
It'd
roll it.
be a D4 plus your spell casting plus the level you're casting it at plus
That's
2.
just roll a d4 plus 5.
Yeah.
Slash roll 1d4 plus 5.
Is there any space between the plus and the 5? Or
No.
any?
No.
Okay. So. Okay.
6.
9.
He's like,
You 9.
here.
That's
You have
almost
this
as much
baby
as
heal.
what I lost.
9.
Well, that is
That's what you
pretty close.
lost.
This is exactly what you lost.
It's
So
hey,
you
it's
lost
working
just gives
out.
you, like, Alec just gives you like the okay sign. There you go, buddy.
Thumbs up from far away.
You
You
go
know,
from
boy.
this for that
So,
last
what are
to this.
you doing for your action?
uh,
You can smack the man. You can
Weapon?
use a cantrip.
yeah, just going through. 1 second, let me have a look.
Those are the two
Hold the
options you have at the
dead
moment. That's like
weapon.
smacking the man or using a cantrip.
Smacking the man.
Mhm.
Well, I have one cantrip, which is this.
Thaumaturgy. Sacred flame.
Sacred
use.
flame.
But I don't know if that's gonna hurt anybody again.
No,
I mean,
no.
no, it's only gonna
You're
hurt
You're
him.
good. You're good. You're
You just
good.
roll
Okay.
a dex,
Only
you just
hurt
roll a dex save.
The difference between
What's your
and
saving throw?
Grist's
17.
Race.
I'm
Okay.
sure he has bad dexterity.
No, he has
He,
really good dexterity.
he actually has really good. He just really low throw right there. That was a low one for him. What's he take? 1d8. Alright, yeah, just go ahead and roll
No, it's
a.
more than 1d. It's more than 1d because you're higher level.
It's like 2d8.
It's 2d8.
Alright,
It should be
2d8.
it should be in your it should be in your list of
So-
things.
I think it's
I don't
2d8 at
even
this
know
level, and at
anymore.
like 11 it goes up to
Let me
It's
20.
the it's the second one.
Okay, yeah,
in the
it
list.
is actually there. Some of them don't have it though, so I'm just a bit like.
Mhm.
Mm.
There you go.
Oh, 13. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Not bad. Alright.
Not bad.
Alright,
You get it
anything
there.
else? Alec?
Nah, no. He's good. He's good. He's just laughing at Zoe still.
Alright,
He's really
Akuma.
entertained by this guy. He likes you, dude.
Lovely. I'm going to. I think I forget if I summon this hand, do I get to use it on the turn or do I have to wait to use it? I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
you use it right away.
Cool. Like it's one of those things where.
Because it's a
Oh.
bonus action for the.
Took
Uh,
command.
yeah.
Alright, so I will put that there so I can see
There
it.
you go.
I just need to
Yeah.
get the thing for it now. I don't know exactly
Make me
where it would. I think I can hit from
Oh.
pretty far away. If I'm not
This
mistaken.
guy's fucking
Getting
boxed in right now.
So I think.
Oh yeah, he boxed
Trapped
in.
him as well.
He's in danger.
So let's
I
see
think he's
here.
in
I'd like
danger.
to
He's having a
punch
good
him
time.
because he punched me too. So. Yeah, I can punch him.
You better hope you
so-
actually hit with this one.
Gonna roll like a 1 again.
So you hit him. Target takes. So what
48.
do I roll for that?
Just roll one of your cantrips. It's the same modifier.
Oh really? Huh. Okay. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. I
Just-
And then
yeah,
you
this guy.
and then you roll 8d8 now.
Oh, 8
And it'll be
slash
doubled. So
R.
That is doubled. That is doubled
Oh.
already.
That is
8d8.
double.
Holy crap.
That is doubled.
R. 8d8.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah,
eight?
roll 8d8.
Yeah, because it's regular 4d8, but because you got a
48, yeah.
natural 20, you add that
Do I need to put a D in front of the 8 or behind the 8?
in front of the 4d
Slash roll 8d8.
Eight?
Yeah. 8d8.
Sorry, my typing.
Now I'm getting confused.
It's slow. My typing
I
sucks.
got. I got
Yeah,
confused
thank
too.
you.
That was cool.
Just a. Okay. See what I'm. See. Ah, typing it takes forever. And also, I don't know why, but I can never seem to. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. There we go. Oh, jeez, that's a. Yeah, 35.
That's still pretty good. That's good.
Pretty average.
That's good.
Pretty average.
I got
Nice.
There, so there wasn't
Alright,
that one there.
anything else?
I think that's everything I can do. I don't think I'll move. I think I'm fine
And
where I
that's
am.
pretty much exactly average.
Good, because you can't move
Hello.
anyway. You're surrounded
No,
as
I'm
well.
stuck there. So I can't,
Uh,
unless I use like a dimension door or a misty step or yada yada yada. No,
Marissa.
it's fine.
It's,
8 smash. Ape
Ape
smash.
smash.
I mean, that's one thing Ape does in Ape Smash. Like I rolled so low my
Initiative.
intelligence. I think she has like gone too much Ape at the moment.
You're gonna have to
You
re-roll
rolled-
that.
You rolled your initiative.
No, that's initiative. There
I
you
think
go.
every time that he opens that
Ah,
character
I almost
sheet, it rolls
critted
initiative.
on the second
Mhm,
one.
So close.
All right, go ahead and do both. Fantastic.
55 damage.
55.
All right.
Ape just smash. Wait, let me roll another intelligence check to see if she's a 6. No, I'm still. Or says Ape. Or says Ape. Just smash.
As like the hands just coming in, swinging, everybody swinging.
I mean, he
Who's
punched me too,
next?
so I'm punching him back the way I know how.
He's
He's
next.
He's
Alright.
next.
Punches through the
As-
hand, hits.
As the dust settles, you can all see that he's like he's standing there, like almost looks like he was in a position like of embrace, trying to embrace himself to get ready for all these hits that's coming in. Tay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna give him the one thing that he wants more than anything is a satisfying conclusion to this fight. Hopefully.
Net one. Net one.
First attack, we'll go reckless here.
You don't need to because we're standing. He's being flanked by a giant monkey.
And a hand. And then everybody.
Lion.
And a building.
And
Noise.
I didn't realize
27.
buildings counted as allies.
The building and ally. I think the building is a neutral party.
Okay.
Second attack.
Okay.
Oof, that is
Low damage.
low.
Some low damage. Holy shit. Was that low rolls on everything?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they
a
all-
double.
roll.
That's double ones.
Aw.
Are you doing anything?
Yeah. I think she's still smiling. I mean, she's having. This was. She does give him a nod.
Do you see no reaction from him? Is that all you're doing?
Can I? I'm gonna. Can I poke him? Like, see if he reacts at all to it?
I mean, he didn't react to the 2 slashes you just done to him.
I think he's dead, guys.
Oh.
Are you doing anything?
No.
I think she's gonna.
Check for a
Put it-
heartbeat, I guess.
I mean, he's still standing in this like defensive like position of just, and it's not like he's like holding himself. It's just like his claws were out. He's like, in this like he's trying to flex as much as he can to take all this impact. And it is getting pretty like with the dust and debris that is kind of flying around. It's a rough one. If any of y'all that is in that vicinity, so everybody besides Zoe, and probably Ape, so because I don't think. Make a perception.
I have good perception.
I know you got good, but your intelligence to make out it is probably not going to help
I'll
anything.
roll. I'll roll 2 checks. First, I roll a
She sees
perception.
it,
Then I
she
roll.
just doesn't understand it.
5, wow. It's just sad.
Natural one. I
Oh.
don't see anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
that's
see.
what I thought.
I don't see anything. I see jack shit.
I still can't see it.
Monkey
Okay,
brain.
so obviously Apesa is just, she's still in that primage, ready to go. Zoe, you're still trying to get back up again from him already recently knocking you. Akuma, you well, kind of like crouched in the way, trying to use the hand to hit and kind of use Tay's your shield. Um, Alec and Tay, both of you have, and it's kind of like it takes you a second after seeing like even two more slashes from Tay, kind of going through, hitting him, and not moving. It already looked like he came out of his were form. Like there's parts of like a little bit of like white fur, but the rest almost looks like his like human like form, and his eyes are just pure white. But he's still standing there.
Out of character, I have an idea.
Don't look at me.
So
I'm ape.
Uh,
Ape, no idea.
Tay's gonna put her axe away and get out of her little fighting stance that she was in.
so
He's gone, guys. He
Is that how werewolves die? Just standing?
he died a warrior's death.
Oh.
Blah. No, I'm kidding.
Noble.
so is everybody calming
Picked
down?
up with hand.
No,
Yeah.
I'm a monkey and
Yeah.
I rolled incredibly low on my intelligence
Yeah,
check.
I'm
so
still standing back here. I don't see any of that.
Grabs
I'm gonna.
him with my hand.
I mean, you
Wait,
do hear
Alec
you
just
do
turns to Zoe,
you do hear
gives him the
Tay.
thumbs up, like he's dead.
Monkeys
Oh.
don't understand. Like giant ape literally doesn't understand language.
Okay, well, what
Alec
are
just
you
pats
doing?
Monkey.
Monkey picks like monkey looks at him standing there. Wait, let me roll another intelligence saving throw. I guess they're waving at me or
You're the
something.
thing
Let me.
with Hulk
No,
and Loki.
no,
I hope
no.
it's
I've
that.
got. I'm rolling low as fuck.
Alec like pats the monkey, tries to soothe Ape. Nope, not working.
No. Monkey not listening. Monkey. I have been rolling consistently under a 10, so I'm too stupid. I think she's gonna pick him up, look at him, and then throw him to the middle of the ground.
Like throw him back
That's how you
down.
honor a body.
No, throw him into like
Over
like
here.
like there in front of the podium. So like there-ish.
He
So
lands on his feet
you're just
perfectly.
tossing him.
Yeah. I feel like she's gonna pick him up and like throw him. I was gonna do that regardless. I was gonna throw him regardless. So
Okay, well
Why are you throwing him over
You'll-
towards me?
you'll have to make a strength check because this is going to see how hard you throw, and if it's high, he's going far.
Oh no. Flings him into a building.
23, the one time you
Okay.
roll well.
He's
I've been
not.
rolling well the entire
He's
time.
not going in that one spot that you picked.
Yeah, in that
Gets
direction.
the building all
Like-
the way over here.
You kind of picked him up and you just chuck him.
Yeah.
Where? Just
Monkey
somewhere
does.
in the town still?
He was
He's-
already dead. Oh.
Oh.
He's gone.
You know what? I'll have my hand go and retrieve him.
You
'Cause
don't
I
know where
can-
he's at.
I
mean,
mean, I saw
we
the
don't know-
direction he went in.
Okay,
I mean, I threw him towards the middle here, so I don't know.
you did, but with like that much strength, I mean, come on. You don't
You
think
did
he's
it
going to
yourself?
ricochet off the ground probably and
No,
go
that's
flying?
not how people. That's not
A
how.
couple
That's not how physics
times.
work.
Mm,
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen
It's
a
not-
character ragdoll in Skyrim? They bounce
Yeah,
a
but
bit.
that's a fucking.
catch
That's a
him?
Bethesda game.
For
You
that
can't
matter,
compare real
DM,
to a Bethesda
For
game.
that matter, I'll just catch him
No,
with my hand in
No, it's
midair.
super
No,
Yeah.
you
Horses
you won't be
can
able
ride
to
up
do that
straight
either.
walls.
Can we install the Skyrim mod in D&D?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay,
Then we can have the
okay.
town horses.
I'm gonna do
Horses
this.
can
Crash
Look at
every
the
5
wall.
minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Roll me a
The
d20.
intent, the monkey intent is still to roll him.
Just
mean-
roll me a
Sure.
d20, and
Sure.
Leroy, you choose high or low.
Hi, I don't know. There you go.
So
Okay. So I will
Oh,
say this
sh-
then. So you do pick him up, and he'll be like slightly over here, but it was a
Oh.
heavy toss and throw.
Yeah, good. There we go.
Okay. To please everybody,
I am pleased.
he's there.
I
Oh,
I
thanks.
was. I was
I was fine with
being
him
there.
being
That's
yeeted out
fine.
of the city.
Yeeted into the next universe.
So, what is everybody doing?
If my character died from that, that'd been hilarious. Oh, guys, let's start this adventure.
just remove my hand for now. I'm just putting it. I'm just taking it off the map. I don't think we'll need it, but it's gonna probably quote unquote still there, not there though.
So
I don't
make
wanna-
a perception check after like Arissa's
There we
done
go.
that.
Now I figured it out.
There you go.
Uh,
Marissa, you can turn back now.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So as that's kind of happened and like some of you guys like kind of reacting to what just transpired is there. None of you see the white cloak as he is like racing his hands towards y'all's direction, and it's like you guys don't hear this, but he raises his hand. And he's like, "Now is the perfect time. We can finally kill them all." No, he just said that it was his fight alone. We're not doing that. Does it look like I listened to him? Like
So you guys want to disrespect his death?
you,
Wow.
you're not
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
hear it because
This
of
is for cinematic purposes here.
like
Beautiful.
you guys seeing that happen, and it's, you guys paying attention to Apesa and the body that was thrown, and nobody's seeing what's happening, what's transpiring on stage.
I see.
Um,
It's a good thing I still have my hand. I just removed it from the map.
yeah, that's fine. Uh,
Good.
as the dust is settling, from where you threw the body, you don't see it.
Body's just gone.
Mm.
As
He
I'll
became a force ghost.
as and I'll say this, so everybody does start to kind of see what's kind of like transpiring on stage because the fact that you guys are looking in that direction, kind of looking over to most of y'all, it's kind of like a not like a horrific scene, but it is something that kind of slightly does come across and shock some of y'all guys' face as you all see like a hulking figure that was Victor standing right behind this guy as you all now see, like, looks like he had his hand out like he was ready to cast, and you can all see it looks like a little ball of fire that was starting to get bigger and bigger right before it launched. But you see like the flames just kind of disappear, and all of you kind of like a little bit of shock on your face as you can see this white cloak has no arms, but he's not reacting to it. He
Oh shit! His arm just
this
got totally new.
this was so fast. He's not even aware of what just happened. He just sees the flame put out, and he's just, what's going on? Kind of like looks down and hearing this like the squishy splat sound, and as he look down, is like
No hand.
it's like suddenly in his mind, it's like that is that my, and kind of like looks down, and it's just like realizing that he has no arms, that
Oh shit!
whatever happened, that this body must have sliced his arms so quickly that they flew up, and it's just standing over him, not doing anything else.
Oh god.
And the white cloak, it just kind of falls off the stage, kind of going into a shock, pretty much, as he's pretty much dying very rapidly.
Oh, it's his last kill.
And the other two that were on stage are like in this point kind of like starting to cry, and you can hear as like they're letting out, they're not transformed by any means, but they, as aware, even in your basic form, you get kind of pretty good at like a howl as they kind of do this little howl, and you all can start to hear almost like echoing all around this city.
Huh?
As that's happening, anybody doing anything?
No. I'm comfortable where I am.
Wait, I think Aves is gonna jump to the middle because I can jump and leave. I'm King Konging right now. I'm just gonna jump into the middle. Just gonna like in front of the stage, just start pounding her chest in victory.
Okay.
Um, I guess Tay would help Akuma out of the building because I think there's a Tay or Akuma-sized hole in that building.
Yeah,
And then
it was so nothing. Well, that was actually kind of fun. Terrifying, but also
yeah,
fun.
um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over to where that the idiot in the white cloak was.
Yeah, I
He's
want to go
probably
see
dead
his
by
bum
now.
things too.
He's probably long dead by now, losing blood from 2 arms.
Wow. Idiot.
As,
Tisk.
as you guys are approaching that, the other white cloak that you all are, besides Alec, kind of familiar with, who comes up on stage. Congratulations again, Team B. Seems y'all are doing great.
Still, once again, we're not called that anymore. That name is dead.
Just like your white cloak figure right here.
Well, he should have
I mean, he's still
listened.
squirming a little. I poke him.
Indeed, he broke the rules, I guess, and lost an arm. What a bloody mess.
Arms.
He failed to adhere to the deal, and that is his own fault. So, he does look towards the other two, and if you guys want some time, you may. And they kind of, no, no, I don't want anybody else sing him this way. I want everybody sing what they saw last night. That man.
Mm.
For what we saw, he did great. Against all of you, yeah. It's okay. You can go with him. And he kind of just bows a little bit to them. Well, as this is a victory for you all again, I guess the final spot that you all will be, I will see you there. And he goes to finish this symbol that was on top of the stage, and as he closes his hands, both him and the body just disappear.
Yeet.
So,
Oh, well, I'm glad that's over.
It's alright to tell them about the fight.
it's not that we
Something
ain't going to tell him about it. It's just it's easier if nobody saw it.
He
Yeah.
fought. He was happy.
Indeed, he enjoyed, meeting us up.
That he was. He was.
A lot of the beating.
He enjoyed it. We
I
knew
see.
what he was planning to do, and we wanted to fight alongside our kin. As warriors, we all are. But he wanted to do it on his own. He said he had to prove something to some of y'all.
He did.
They kind of hop off stage. Don't worry. We'll make sure the rest of the civilians here are fine, and we'll walk out. I think the South Army still has like a day left before they get here. We'll be gone by then.
He can join Voss. I'm sure Voss would be fine if you joined her.
Not that I quite know who this Voss person is, but unfortunately, we still have all Alpha. We all have a code, and we're going to end up heading back to the capital.
Hmm.
I know at some point a lot's coming in, and we'll probably cross paths once again. But it's been an honor with you all. As they all kind of, or as both of them just nod and they just kind of walk separate ways into the town.
Okay. I'm gonna kick the cloak person, see if he's still dead, if he's actually dead.
Oh yeah, he bled out. Like
100%.
this was like just just
A mess.
like all that shock and like there was blood pouring out and he just didn't even know it until like it kind of like like the pain finally caught up to him. That's how fast that was uh for what he did, even as in a sense a dead corpse. Like
I'm definitely glad not to be this sucker.
Oh. Apesta, you can turn back to normal.
Oh yeah, Arisa, you can turn back to normal now. The battle's over.
I've got this. Me and her are on comparable intellect now.
What?
Ooh, ah, oh.
Oh no.
Rusland, like, looks at zo, you see, and then turns back into a normal person.
Ah,
Why did that make sense to
Ow.
me? I don't know, but it made sense.
Comparable
Ow.
intellect.
Is that concerning or a good thing?
I
I am unclear. It's like everything just went into like a haze this time. I don't know why.
Indeed, you definitely seemed a little out of control. You do know the body wasn't dead, right?
I was supposed to know.
It
I'm
was
a
still
monkey.
standing.
It was still standing. Normally,
The
dead
only
body
reason I knew
equals
was
something
Alec
like,
gave me the
Oh.
thumbs up of death.
Definitely
like
confusing, but
points at the guy lying on the ground. Look, that's dead to a monkey. Like that guy was still standing. That's not dead to a monkey. Just gonna point that out right here.
Wow.
alright, well you have a point.
Man stand, man live, right?
Exactly. Like monkey thinks simple.
Gotcha. Well, now that that's over, what's our next move? We're not going just straight to the capital, are we?
Straight in.
We probably gotta.
Straight to the garden.
We should.
I
We
think
should probably wait for the South Army, right?
I mean, well, regardless, unless we plan to travel with them, we're gonna be way ahead anyway.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah.
army from Thorndale. Should we
I
wait
mean,
for
I
the
think.
big
I mean, if we're
story?
we can also wait for the arm from Zrudale. I mean, we can wait for both of them.
Or
never
we just go
works.
straight in the
I mean,
capital.
definitely
I
wouldn't
mean, or we
prefer
can just go
to,
straight to the capital. It's also a possibility. I mean, we can get there in like what, a day or two.
probably, but I could definitely use a nap.
I mean, I was just going to take one on the way in my lantern.
Yeah,
And maybe we
Keep
don't have to.
bragging about it, and I will accidentally drop the lantern.
indeed.
No, I'm kidding.
I'd
Guess
like
I
to
just
see you
won't
fly
join
a
you for the
mile.
final fight. I'll get to survive.
Touche.
I'll just pop out while falling and then start flying down to the ground.
I guess I can check in on people to see where their state where they are at.
Good idea.
Because I
Fair
barely
enough.
used any spells this time because being a monkey is
Ape.
convenient.
Indeed.
I'm gonna send a message to what's his fucking name again? I keep forgetting it. Legan.
Lilligan?
Negan.
Lilligan?
Legan. Yeah, I got it right. See, I remembered correctly.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like Negan, but with an L.
Yeah, Legan. That's why I remembered it. It's like, wait a minute,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like Negan,
Legan.
so it was Legan.
Does he have a baseball bat with nails in it?
I mean, he has a giant warhammer, so
With nails in it.
it was probably made from nails. So I mean, take what you want from that.
I'll just send a message to Lee and turn the like, what's it called? Coolidge has been taken. Well, how are you doing?
Let's see.
And I also say like army from Thorndale is still a day away, but we took the city already. Quick flex on him.
Let's see.
Flex. Indeed.
So I'm just calculating something to see.
Shut up, Mike.
That was hilarious.
Yes, it
I was
was.
like, duck sounds. Nanny.
My phone.
You get a reply. We're almost close. We run into some trouble on the way, but we didn't lose too many, but we're almost there. Congratulations, that's good to hear.
Okay, I'll just relay. Like they're close by, so I suppose we can wait, meet up,
You know, we
see what
might
their
as
plans
well.
are.
That
Then
way.
Um,
what about
What?
Sonia? Should we message her?
what's oh Sona was in the gang.
Yeah, it'd be good to see how
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing.
coming along.
Yeah, I can do that as well. I'm just marking off spells. I'll send a message to Sona. Coolidge has been taken. How are you guys doing? We're doing pretty fine. Moving on the capitals next.
You get it's almost like it. You know it went through, and it's like
Uh-oh.
you're kind of like waiting, and then about like I don't know if there's ever a time limit on these things, but I like to put some sort of time on it.
I think technically it's supposed to take 6 seconds to say the 25 words or something.
Well, I'll say it
And
anyways. My rule says I can make it last forever, but I really wasn't sure. Anyways,
it doesn't say.
about like 2 minutes of you kind of waiting, you're like, tell me this is not one of those things again. You finally
It's
hear
like,
you hear back, and it's kind of busy right now. Voss on your left, and like you hear like she's more shouting what she's thinking as well, and so you hear like these commands and like her in this fight.
okay. Well, they're fighting, so
Oh,
that's the
well,
thing.
well,
Oh,
we checked on everybody. We should
No,
go.
I have one more group to check on.
Mm,
We have many, how do you call it, irons in the fire.
mm.
I'm gonna message Bazaar because that's more convenient. We have taken Coolidge. How are you guys doing?
We just got we just made it with the other army that we were supposed to meet up with. I think we're about maybe a day or two from hitting the capital as well.
I'll just relay that as well.
mm,
Seems we're all converging at the same time. Ish. I mean, I guess they have to hold back a day. I'll just send another message. Yeah, burning spells. I'll just say manage to Bashir. Tell the person in charge that you might want to hold it up for a day, so that the armies from our side can also get there. They've been slightly delayed.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll make sure before we move on anywhere, try to message you back.
Well,
mm.
that's all the immediately relevant parties checked in on. So, anything else, you guys? Guess we're waiting here for the day until everyone shows up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Uh, Rissa,
Yeah.
I guess I have to talk to you about something.
Okay. What, private or in front of? Or
Private for now. I just want to get your thoughts on this, I guess.
okay. Well, see you in a bit, guys.
Alrighty.
See you then.
Later, nerds.
I'll walk over to Alec and hand her my lantern or hand him my lantern and just say, "Could you hold this?"
Kind of looks at the lantern awkwardly, like, "What is this? Never seen this
Thanks.
before."
As soon as he grabs it, and I just disappear into the lantern.
Well, you could say it's like
Motherfucker.
a traveling house.
But
You
also
got
impressed.
You
got
did you dirty. You
guilted
did you
into it.
dirty.
Yeah, like he just hands you this object, and as you kind of pick it up, and it has like this little off, kind of like a bluish like color to it. You don't
Okay.
see inside of it, like you don't see the candle, but you do see. Imagine like the glass part of it is like a tinted sky bluish,
Okay.
and as you pretty much take it from it, it's like him just getting sucked into it.
It gives you like a little shake.
Ow!
Just a little shake. Taps
You
it a
can't
bit.
hear me. Inside, I get shakes now.
Tries to bite it. He's like, whatever. Puts it on his belt. It just
If you ever get
whatever.
if you ever get bored, just kind of like a keychain, just start swirling it. It just in a weird way somewhere in some different life that does bring me satisfaction to know.
All right.
All right. So
Oh,
as you two are kind of left alone with Zoe going back into this lamp, Arissa and Tay, you guys walked, just kind of taking a stroll.
uh, I guess since you weren't really there, I guess it didn't you didn't really notice it, but
Didn't
I,
do shit, I'll tell you that.
it seemed like it. But you're doing
It-
good though. I we were fighting, and I guess I just started moving without thinking, and I guess, and it just felt like reflexes, and ended up at a weird place with him, and I got to talk to him for a little bit while we were still fighting.
Do you think that's a bad thing or a
Uh,
good thing?
it didn't feel like a bad thing.
Mm. I
Um,
mean, it didn't seem like he had bad
he,
intent, so if you were there with him, I think that's, I mean, I don't see it, I can't imagine it being bad.
I can't either. Um, he did tell me I had one last trial.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, monkey brain. I forgot about those trials. How many have you had now? It seems like you've been doing trials forever.
This is the fifth one.
5. Oh. Normally things stop at 3. Interesting.
Yeah. W- would you die for your faith and pride, or kill to protect your friends?
Okay. Was that all?
That's all.
Like no consequences or anything, just like which would you choose?
Yeah.
I mean, I would pick the second personally. But then again, it depends on the situation. I feel like this is a bit of like a two-edged sword. It's like both can be interpreted in different ways. But the
I
one
think
kill
that's
for your friends is like, would you kill for your friends or your friends told you to, hey, go kill that random guy over there? No, probably not. But
I think that's what I was feeling a little bit with it.
I think what they more mean is like, would you kill to save your friends? I mean, something like that. I think that's more the, how do you call it? What we're looking at here.
Maybe.
I mean, I've never seen you
I'm
as a
not.
really prideful person. I mean, an angry person for sure, but pride, I wouldn't put you in that box.
He did also mention trying to use my reach and trying to use other emotions besides hatred when I go into it. I this may sound bad, but I had fun.
I mean, he had fun as well. I mean, you could see, even though It was a
But, like,
fight to the death. He was still having fun as well. I mean, you don't.
if I would have died, I don't think I would have regretted it.
I mean, I think you're already halfway through your trial as it is. I mean, I feel like we're at the point now where it's like that is a possibility for all of us, and at least we're doing it for the right cause instead of what we used to do, where we just did it because we could, where we fought things. We did it for
Yeah.
money and things like that. Now we're doing it for an actual cause, so.
Yeah. Fighting for something.
I think that's what you've
Like
been
that is-
lacking all this time, like a reason to fight.
Yeah, I would. It feels like it. Feels more
mean-
fulfilling.
And I guess it also depends who you're fighting, right? I mean, Victor was definitely someone who
Brought
how to
it
put
up.
this. I mean, it's more like how to put this. It's like he was fighting as to like as more of a challenge to himself, where he's like, yeah, I want to see if this is my end or not, and if it's my end, then it's my end, and if not, then I'll know that I was stronger. So either way, he was fine with it, and I feel like a lot of people that we fought in the past, it's more survival, not like fighting is a thing we do because we have to, because it's a way of life, and I feel like for him it was a way of life, and that's why he was fine with either outcome because that's just how he lived his life.
I wouldn't. Guess some part of me wouldn't mind if I lived my life like that as well.
I mean, it's all a state of mind, and sometimes you can see how other people approach things and take lessons from it. And if you like what you see, then you can try to emulate it. I mean, if what he did is something you would like as well, then I mean, there's no harm in trying to achieve the same as what he has achieved. I guess a sort of peace of mind.
Mhm.
I mean, he did give zero fucks to an extent where it's like, okay, maybe a bit, maybe give one fuck, but I mean, you know, it's what it is, right?
Give one fuck, not zero fucks.
Yeah, he definitely gave zero fucks. Like the moment we
Okay.
met him in the forest, he was sitting there like, man, I'm so fucking bored. I hate my life. And but he doesn't care either. He's just like, this is just how it is, right? Fuck it. So I don't know.
Got a little piece of paper and a little pen, or something to write down. Give more than zero fucks.
Yeah, I mean, sort of do what he did, but then still care a little bit about things. I mean, I think he cared. He just didn't want to show it. Something about masculinity and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, I don't. I guess.
I'm just messing with you. Anyway.
Probably should ask Zoe about that.
I think you have a better person to actually
Yeah,
ask now than so. as
I
they're,
mean,
as they're just like
or the
a solid
or
middle
the-
line, just
the
walking
new
around
guy.
swinging some lamp.
yeah, we're like hoisting weights and shit like that. It's like,
I don't know. We could have Zoe.
I mean, you can
Lift those,
ask.
like
I can. You can.
those 2 pound.
He's lifting like he's trying to
I
lift a
cast
spoon, but it's
levitate on it and just, yeah. Ooh, this 500-pound weight.
The
easy.
spell.
Dispel magic.
Spell magic. He breaks his arm instantly.
Anyway, was there anything else? I'm still recovering from monkey brain, so I don't really have anything from my side, to be honest.
No, I guess. I think that's. I guess that might be it, or I don't. Maybe see how the Brynjolf and those two are doing. I guess, or Julia and them.
Aren't they together with everyone else? Oh no, where are they?
I think they're still
Technically, you guys don't know.
They
Zero.
stayed in Zrudel. That's what we were told, was that they were gonna stay in Zrudel and help set stuff up or something like that.
Okay, there you go. My memory has been activated by other people. Anyway, well, we'll see what your trial actually contains, and let's just say that I'm glad that I don't have to go through those trials, because I'm getting ready for doing the exact opposite of what your trials have been wanting you to do. So I think I've been preaching things, but I think it's time for a bit of hypocrisy soon. If you catch my drift.
Alright, yeah. I think I get your drift.
Yeah, you know, I've been telling people to be better, to do the right thing, and I think I might do the wrong thing for once. Or for once, again. We'll see.
So,
I might
Like, how
check it
bad of
again.
a wrong is it?
It's I mean, it's more cruelty than
Like-
anything else.
Like, slaughter a caravan crew, or
No.
or
I
steal
mean, no, I
chocolate
mean,
from
okay,
a sweet
okay,
shop crew?
I had almost forgot about the fucking shit you guys do. It's not gonna be nowhere near that, though, so I feel like I'm safe still. Never mind. Like, I remember all the shit you guys fucking pulled. No, I'm not gonna go that way.
So you're not gonna steal chocolate from a sweet shop?
No, I'm not gonna chop off the arm of a person who didn't deserve it.
so anyways,
That's it.
is anybody else going to do anything while you guys wait?
I'll chat with Alec while we're just kind of, I don't know what we're doing, probably just walking throughout the town. What do you do after your really tough fight? You know.
Eat and sleep. Best thing.
And brave and
Indeed.
repeat.
Yeah, maybe some vibing.
Like more.
Yeah. Sleep does sound pretty nice right now. Though, I mean, that battle was pretty good. Actually, even got me going a little. Though, I suppose he was trying to prove some point of point. I don't know if going up by himself was exactly the right choice. I mean, we're not the strongest group in the world here, we're just fairly hard to deal with. That's a weird thing.
I thought you guys were the best killers from what you guys told me when I turned up.
Well, yeah, I mean, there could be way worse. I mean, Lily might be what I'd call worse. But, I mean, you've seen what we're part of. Have you seen anything else like that before?
I've seen worse.
See? So, I don't know. I don't really enjoy this type of lifestyle. Constantly moving around and killing, running around, killing, surviving, and then a few more killings. It's kind of. Eh. Then again, I don't know what else I would do. I don't think I'm necessarily good at anything else but killing things.
We're all good at something, I think.
Hmm.
My tribe used to be good at killing too, but they changed.
Oh,
Maybe you
really?
could change.
I guess you have a point. I don't know, though. Entire family issues and all that. I don't think I come from something very non-killy. And I don't personally think that she would want to change.
Alex, like, a little bit confused. She?
I'm not even gonna go into it. I don't bother with my personal stuff with people. There's no real point in it. Besides, we just met. I don't feel like I probably should just say random things. It's probably way too confusing, anyways. Why don't we just like go sleep and find somewhere fun to eat? I know I
Sounds
could use
good
some
to
food.
Guys head off and
Look
trying to
for
find
food.
some stuff.
We should totally go kill some more things, Arissa.
Does Zoe hear anything from inside his lantern?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yes.
heard all of that conversation. But you
Fantastic.
don't necessarily know that.
Okay, so
We
I would just
neither
grab
of
the
us
little
know that,
lantern, give
okay?
it a little shake, and be like, "Are you hungry, buddy?"
Yeah. Tap tap on the lantern.
I'm
You
trying
are
to
Oh
get
my
the
good.
God.
short rest of my lantern to get my spells and hit points back. That's what I'm doing.
You don't need
So
HP.
as
I got you, bro.
as you
You got
all
an IV on it.
as you all kind of go about amongst yourselves, walking around. I will also say Arissa and Tay, as you guys were walking, there was periodically a couple of dead bodies that you've seen. Some might have been put into places, kind of like guards, probably when the city was being attacked. Um,
Do I
but
recognize any of these guards?
no, you don't.
Oh, well, thank God.
Are you looking for somebody particular?
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
ones that we ran into
a
after
mere
the
radar.
Are you talking about the ones that are a part of the Dustbreakers?
the boy band. Or, yeah, them.
You don't see anything of them.
Oh, I guess they're on tour.
So as you all, I hate you.
Oh, perfect.
As you
I
all
had to hit you with that one.
That's a
going
good one.
going amongst your things,
Worth it.
Oh,
pretty
so
much you do come across the fact that you and probably some civilians, who are still in town, like besides them, you guys are almost the only like active force here, as
which is nice. Just
the
walking
wolves
around with
did pretty
numbers.
much take off. You don't see any white cloaks at all. Um, but it's quiet.
Crap.
There's a couple of civilians who do start to kind of come out and like try to assess what's happened and try to figure out what's next. So we will go to day 49.
Cool. I can put my spells back. And everything.
Oh.
There,
Let me put my finger of
I'll
death
say
Zoe away.
the South Army was able to make it into the city. You can see, out of curiosity, will like anybody be waiting for them, or like would you guys just kind of like would you guys be waiting for them like outside of the gate type deal, or you guys just we'll see them when we see them inside?
I mean, I could probably wait for him outside the gate.
I think we're just gonna sit like on top of the gate, just
Yeah.
laid back, a cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to just hang out on the fence. How big is this gate thing? Anyways.
Guess it's like
Is it got like a
relatively
wall?
small for it's like it's not a big city. So.
It's not like the gate is more wooden. The walls itself is also more wooden
Perfect. I
compared
will
to.
sit up there and have tea with her because tea in the morning. Yeah.
I'm sleeping in.
So the South Army does come. The ones who do kind of wait and watch. You can see that it looks like they're coming prepared, but as they get closer, you guys, manage to tell them who you are and that they were the ones uh, expecting you, and so they were pretty much walked in to a lot of their shock, like those the leader of this one kind of like questions about like was there hardly anything here. You guys explain what happened. They're really shocked as they're
Are we
like,
going to stay with the same? Are we going to stay with the real details, or are we going to try and ad lib it up a little, like we took on a whole army by ourselves?
That's
I mean,
totally up to you, Zoe.
if you want to, I'm not gonna
Doesn't
I
really
think
speak
I
matter.
against
just
it.
He'll
wanted to
never
follow
know.
whatever our leader wanted.
I mean, if you want to embellish some of your points, I mean, you can do that.
Eh.
Which one do you consider the leader?
I
The-
point
the
to
invis-
Alec.
The owl that
Meh.
isn't there.
um,
I
So
stare
you-
at Kay for a second, and then I point to Alec.
you guys explain just what happened. And like I said, they are shocked, but they do start to roam around to check to make sure. So they're kind of doing some small sweeps. Um, anybody doing anything this day?
Am I gonna do
We
something today?
go ahead and head to the capital, or
Uh,
I mean, aren't we waiting for the other people to arrive as well?
I think
Did they say they were
it
gonna
would
here?
be about like tomorrow when they will
Okay.
probably
think-
show up.
That's fine.
We should probably do that then.
Food.
That way we can assess what we're doing, right? That way we.
I mean, or we could just go. I mean, depends. But I can think I'll spend today looking at. I think Naurs has finally taken up the what do you call it? Not so much the courage, but like the feeling to like open the spell book and see what kind of spells were in there.
You want to know what was in there?
Hmm.
Zoe away.
Let me put this, and I'm gonna open up yours too, and I'll just tell you the ones that you don't notice.
Air
like the ones
Genasi
that you
cooking
don't
recipes.
Instead of explaining every single one. Alright, so let's see. You do see Burning Hands. There's Charm Person, Command,
Those are some really good ones.
Fog Cloud.
Ooh.
Those are the 4 that you see in the first level. And the second one, there is Blur, Flame Blade, and that's it. The third level, there is Blink, Fly, and that's all you see on the third level. Fourth one, Dimension Door, Fire Shield, Ice Storm, Frost Armor, and interesting, as this one slightly kind of catches your eye, is the Black Tentacles. And then for the fifth one, Wall of Force. That is all you see.
Interesting.
It's not Force Cage.
No, because Force Cage is 7 level.
Oh man, that would be nice.
I was just making a joke.
Like,
So, I'll
Your local
make
dragons
just make a investigation as you kind of just scour through this spell book and so on and so forth.
Gosh darn it, stop yawning.
26.
Ooh, that's good.
There was probably a small little, like a pinch in your heart type deal when, as you look, you kind of notice that there's even parts where it looks like she might have doodled in there, and was like you see like on one page it looks like and it's something that probably somebody could easily miss as they're just focused on reading and stuff like that. But like on sides of the pages and like little areas, it's like stars, or it almost looks like, kind of like a sunrise or sunsetting type deal. Like it looks like in this spell book is where she definitely doodled, and in a weird, it's almost like she was trying to draw like a galaxy or space type deal in this book.
Nice.
I was just going like, then I just close the book again. It's like, don't want to look at it anymore.
Anything else anybody's doing for this day?
Nah, nothing significant anyway.
Zoe,
Yes.
I need your help with cooking.
No.
I mean, I'm
Uh-oh.
not a cook, but I can make you some basic foods instantly.
Well, I thought, since your food was good the last time, maybe this time we could try it here in a.
I mean, if you're in a city, why not just try to book like an actual restaurant? I could attempt to help you look for one.
Oh, that could work too. I didn't know if they. So how do we book it? Do we just break in there and we yell, "Give us the food or you die"? Or
No, probably the best way would be to ask around, figure out what the best restaurant in the area is, and then um, approach the restaurant, see if they're even open at the moment.
oh, wow,
Oh,
that sounds a lot easier than what I had in mind.
Yes, I keep forgetting that you didn't live in a city.
I'll even throw this in there as you guys probably even do that, like walk around to look. Uh, there was no shops open, from restaurants to items to anything. There was absolutely nothing. You probably get a couple words where some are like the supply has been cut off, so they haven't been able to restock on anything, or uh, the kingdom has took almost whatever they could, and so uh,
If
this town.
if we manage to find someone who like does work at a restaurant and they're saying this stuff about the stock being out, I'd be like, I can produce some vegetables if you'd be able to prepare it for us.
Um, you can roll a. Uh, I forgot the word.
Persuasion?
Persuasion, but like they're no, because of what's been happening.
22. 22 total. I got a pact of the talisman, buddy.
They said they could, but it's just a weird time, so it'd be up to y'all.
I can pay you even for it.
It's
Do you wanna? Hang on. I got something I can give them.
it's up to y'all. They, with what's going on, this to them this is like,
A random task.
it's not the random, like they kind of understand there's a war going on. I don't think anybody in this kingdom does not know that, but it's the fact that there was a war going on, supplies are short, and then like there's people like we want food and going about it in a bartering type way, and it's just
I'll be fair. Um, so that you maybe can help the community around here and maybe even spread some word about like your business for whenever you do get it started back up. I can create a large quantity of the vegetables and maybe you could open a soup kitchen for the day and I'll pay you to do it as well. Should give you some help in the long run and also provide us with what we're looking for.
I also have an educational toddler book if you are interested.
In case you have a toddler at home.
I can also give you 500 gold too.
I I was going to offer 10, but
uh, it goes from like being able to do kind of trying to help the community type thing, because again, from when you guys walked around asking a lot of people, uh, that supplies are short and dry. It's been a good couple of days, if not maybe a week or so, where they've been having to rely on what is slightly produced here. Um, it seems for whatever reason, a lot of supplies were stopped from the main city, which was Fupolis, was the main one that pretty much gave the kingdom a lot of its food and supplies, and so for whatever reason, it's like that supply chain stopped. And with the previous army here taking a lot of the resources and it's just taking, they would say that would pretty much definitely help the community, and uh, you know, money wouldn't hurt either.
I will warn the
Okay.
chef that the food disappears after 24 hours, and so people want to try and get this process through their system quickly.
Okay, I'll say they pretty much. Are you paying them the 500 gold?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Already put it in.
They pretty much went to some of the other like local restaurant owners and kind of got them all to really come in and try to help, type deal. So
I create, let's see, 25 by another 5, 125. I create 2 blocks of 125 cubic feet of vegetables, different vegetables of varying types, just whatever vegetables those familiar with, like, so,
okay,
yeah,
they so sure enough that
just vegetables and fruits. I can't make meat, but vegetables and fruits, it's food.
okay.
I could also make, like, wheat, I don't know, if they want to make their own bread,
So
or I could just sell.
so pretty much a like a soup
And also,
kitchen
if I nap
style
for
does.
an hour, I can produce that again. So I'll produce, and then I'll sit down in the kitchen to start taking a nap so that I can produce more, feed the city.
Get him a
Okay.
rocking chair and everything.
So anybody doing anything else as time goes by?
Uh, looking for fancy table cloth thingies. I don't know.
I'll say this is
Candles.
I'll say that whole setup is part of this whole process.
I'm trying to follow Zoe's lead on how he did it with me and Akuma and trying to set it up myself.
Okay. So
I'm using actual chairs and
as
a normal heighted table instead of pillows and
as
table.
night does come, pretty much a lot of people was fortunate enough to have been fed through the helpful means, and thanks to in a weird way, like a surprise uh, generosity of the Southern Army, also trying to help, uh, spreading food to those who really need it, as they were kind of fine, so that they're not like taking advantage of it or anything. Uh, and so it's like it's a good hostile takeover situation for these people, you know. So
And I guess after everyone that does leave, I guess they would ask Akuma if she wants to be the last ones in the restaurant.
Wait, could you repeat the question? I zoned out for like a second there. I was like, oh, look at this message.
Um, would
Out of character.
I'm wondering if you would want to have the restaurant to ourselves. I guess.
Well, I suppose there isn't technically anybody else around, but if you want to, I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Somewhere she's just praying and thinking so.
so as the night goes for you two, so roll me
You hear my prayer.
3d20s,
Hmm.
and I will. Yeah, just three.
GM, maybe I should make him roll more.
Okay. So
Oh, nice, not 20.
the food's actually really good because the fact it was made from actual chefs with actual spices and so on and so forth.
And vegetables. It's all vegetarian though.
I mean, true, but with little stuff added, could easily make something.
Tastes like meat.
So this is a lot better in terms of kind of like a second date. I will say that. So, as you guys are pretty much wrapping up your meal,
Ah, did you have anything planned if we do succeed? Stopping Lily and everything, and putting the orb back.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I I guess part of me wants to go to Winter Hollow.
Oh,
I I remember hearing what what the bear commander was saying, how they fight for position, and it
huh?
seems doesn't seem like they fight to kill. It just I wouldn't mind traveling.
Yeah, I guess we could ask the others if they'd like to go up there with us and check it out. I mean, I've never been up all the way up there, so it would definitely be an adventure. Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be right away, and then everybody else wants to go somewhere else first, we can go there. And if there are places they want to go first.
Of course, there's not much of a big hurry for stuff, and especially after all that.
oops,
That's going to be
sorry,
interesting.
didn't mean to do that.
Um, is there anything you want to do
Me?
in particular?
No, I wouldn't say so, but I suppose I should check on Ace at some point. Even if he wants it or not, I suppose.
I mean, I was a pretty good nurse person.
Yes,
I made sure he was. I made sure he ate plenty of food,
indeed.
even when
Uh,
even when he was trying to turn away. I made sure broke broke about half his silverware, but I was successful. I think as a nurse.
I think you did a pretty good job for
The
not doing something
mush.
like that
Eat
before.
the mush.
Eat that fruit. I mean, I liked seeing his face. He seemed so very happy with what you were doing. Maybe when we go back, you
I
can
I
feed him again.
I felt like that was the case too. I mean, if adventure doesn't work out anymore, I think I could be a pretty good help feeder or someone that helps feed people.
Who knows? Maybe you found your calling.
Maybe, never know. You're gonna eat this food. Oh,
As you guys enjoy a uh, almost another really good night. Uh, Anybody else doing anything as the night closes?
I'm still in the kitchen, so I peek out around the corner to where they are in the dining room and cast major image to just produce the sound of like violins.
Violin music.
So as the day winds down and everybody finds their sleep, we move on to day 50. As the as the
spaghetti.
day begins, everybody besides Alec, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
17! Woo!
The human.
I was about to say, Alec hasn't seen that item to make this an issue.
yeah.
Lucky him.
Blissfully unaware. You thought?
Indeed. But at some point, it might become an issue.
9.
23. Should I roll I use my point and roll for that.
Okay.
Good idea. 9.
I'm just gonna.
So I'm gonna say
Failure.
this.
I
I'll
want
let
to keep my 100% resistance streak going.
let me look at something. I might have left it on somebody's. Wanted to check something. No. No. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. So right now, it's at a 10. And at this point, to some of you guys, you're done asking.
Ask.
So, Tay,
Oh.
you just start walking. Now,
Oh.
this is not something in a abnormal thing to see probably one of your team members leave or just start, walking around. But you all do know that on certain days, you all pretty much get the same headache, and depending on who has it worse, uh, tends to be acting slightly strange. Uh,
I'm pretty
so
sure it's
Tay, if you'll roll me,
the orb.
I'll say for this purpose, for right now, if any of you three want to roll an insight, you can.
Who? Which three people?
The same three who rolled. You you
See,
you guys are able to make an insight to try to see.
that's not bad. I take. Mine's surprisingly.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll say because
We're just going to the bathroom.
I'll say because up to you two if y'all like stay in the same room or same bed, up to you guys. But the idea is that Akuma, you do notice that pretty much as the morning comes and you're feeling your headache, but you're easily to push it away as Tay just kind of like sits up, and you see where she kind of like holds her head for a second, and it's just like stops, and then just walks out.
Yeah, I'm going to go after her because I don't feel she's just walking, and usually she does say something. Hello?
So it's not that Tay like you do not respond to any of these things, but you are like your whole body, your mind, your heart, everything is set on getting this orb. You're not you're very close to the stage of if somebody was to physically stop you, you'll get violent. But right now, you're at the stage of just pushing them out of my way seems to be good enough. You can have a conversation with somebody, but you're bound and determined to go for this orb.
Ah, I see. So, Tay, so early in the morning, where are you going?
Get in the orb.
Oh dear. Oh no. Ah, this is becoming an issue. Um,
What? We're just gonna go
uh,
get the rope. Just gonna go get the orb. It won't take that long.
how about not now? We have so many other
Why
things
not?
that need to be done first.
I mean,
Uh,
it's right. It's not even that far. We could just go over, get it, take it out. Easy peasy.
uh,
Lemon squeezy.
no, 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 no. We can't. Not allowed to leave everybody else behind. Yeah.
You can just go get him.
Hmm. But you can't just walk there all by yourself. Walking for days and days and days. You really should think this over. Oh, it's probably
I
that
did.
stupid orb. Ugh.
So, Kuma, is there something you're doing or going to try to do?
I mean, I could definitely try picking her up. That's for sure. Let's see how
You
far
want to
that
try to
goes.
pick her up.
Yep, I'm gonna see what happens.
Make a contested strength check, both of you.
Strength. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. I don't do strength. Yeah, 6. Yeah, I figured. No.
11.
Yeah, Tay, you feel like she tries to pick you up, and you kind of grip her hands and like kind of push her off of you. You know when somebody's trying to stop you from doing something, you do get slightly agitated depending on what they were trying to do. So you do get agitated, but it's not hateful or violent.
What are you doing? We're trying to get the orb. What? Aren't we? Like,
I suppose you
that's
can't
the
even
whole
probably stop
purpose.
walking. Can you stop moving your feet? At any point? Or you just
I mean, you
Alright.
know you can, but that orb's not going to get itself.
Would you
I
like?
mean, I could, but the orb's not gonna get itself.
No, but
Do
like,
we hear this commotion?
maybe just stand
It
here
it
and wait
depends. Like,
until
do
everyone
you
else
all
wakes
stay
up.
so close to each other, or
No.
so?
I was in the same restaurant as him. I don't know if
But
we went to the same building or not.
that's the thing is, you guys at this point, you guys have been staying here in this town. You all could have slept in multiple different areas. So it's really up to you if you honestly think you would be close to each other or not.
Well,
I think how much of a commotion are you making?
Right now,
Well,
I think
a
you
decent
guys are
amount.
still inside whatever building. You haven't
And
made it outside just yet.
I guess if I'm close to the doors that I'm going past, I'll probably knock on everybody's doors to
I
wake
wish
them
I
up.
wouldn't be in the same place.
No,
I can
no.
tell you that.
I'm still back in the restaurant. I was just gonna stay there in case they needed me to
So
make more
it's
food.
just me and her in this place then.
Yeah,
What about
so
where's
it would be
Alec at then?
probably just y'all two.
Hmm.
Yes.
Alec, what do you think you would probably be?
Good question. I think I would have just been confused by whatever was happening with everyone and just been, I don't know, hanging out somewhere.
So we'll say you're
Crashing on
probably
crashing on somebody's couch.
you're probably outside, maybe taking a walk. Maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Just,
mean,
yeah, having a look around.
it's not like it's 2 a.m. in the morning while everybody's sleeping. Like everybody's getting up and doing this, and it's like this brain attack happens.
Oh,
When you guys
besides
like
Alec.
wake up.
Uh,
2 a.m. walk around.
So right now it's just y'all two.
well, I can try pinning her to the ground. This is also not going to work well because I'm not strong at all. It's just literally going to have to be me finally getting a decent roll, and it's
Like
not going to
Bay's
work.
hand.
Okay.
Stopping her. She's
So
definitely not like. It's like I try to grab her and she just nope.
uh, she
Again.
definitely push like you're Akuma. You're pretty much prone at the second as she like shoves you down, and in this you can feel her strength behind this.
This is not going well at all.
I'll say, Tay, at this point, you will eventually make it outside.
Mm. Dang it, this is the one time I wish I was so much stronger.
We should be getting the orb, not sitting back here and waiting.
That orb is.
Come on.
That orb
Gonna
is.
slam the door
Mm.
and start walking outside.
Let's see here.
Gosh, this is fun.
Oh, just wait until you come into my range, then the fun will stop real fucking quick.
Oh yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
Or
can.
like, or is she sitting like out on the terrace, just like morning sippies?
I'll try
uh,
stopping her one more time, and then if I can't stop her, I'll look for someone who will.
so
Look at that! I actually got a decent roll. Probably not decent enough, but
You could always use Big B's hand.
yeah, I know I could, but then that's a waste of a spell. I feel.
yeah, Tay, Akuma is starting to really, she's really trying to stop you.
Of course, more and more force.
I'm just gonna pick her up and carry her with me then.
This is not how this was supposed to go. I'm supposed to pick
I'll
you
allow
up.
that to happen.
I'm supposed to pick you up.
I'll
Based on the
say, Alec,
strength
you'll
check.
probably, as you're taking your stroll, you do see Tay again, this short goblin who is just carrying this tiefling through the city.
Okay.
Dragging her, like she's probably dragging her feet on the ground.
She's probably like like how
Over the
bride
shoulder.
style, but like yeah, something like that. So she's
Nah,
not
nah,
none of her is dragging on the ground.
no,
So
you're
it's
you're
like
you're tossed over her shoulder.
it's like
This ain't no
potatoes.
this ain't
Sack of
no
potatoes.
romantic scene. This is like she's on a mission. You're getting away. If you're not going to help, then come on.
Mm-hmm.
Why must I be so weak at a time like this? Ah.
Alec just kind of like runs after them. So like, what the hell's going on?
Alec, so there's this
Oh,
it's a
Morgan.
long story short, there's this item that kind of messes with our brains. I hope you never see it ever.
Come on, Alec.
But
We're
she's
gonna go
trying
get
to get to
something.
it, and we need to stop her. I'm just not strong enough. Could I ask for your help, please? This is dusty and kind of uncomfortable, and as much as I like her carrying me, this is not
Is this
working.
something I would want to interfere in? That's the real
Yes,
question.
You
you
can make
do
an
Is
insight
it?
if you
Is
like.
Is it?
Make an insight.
help. At this point, it's just like
Sure.
a fucking
Just
pig
do
nap.
insight.
Oh my gosh. Oh, 12.
Uh,
I'm not good at lying, so
you. Oh
Actually, I would
no,
love to see this in
Tay,
real life.
Well,
you're
Tay wholeheartedly believes.
you're
Roll
telling the
persuasion.
truth. Yeah, you're telling the
Um,
truth. Akuma, you're gonna have to match it with a persuasion check.
I think you have to like now roll
Persuasion?
persuasion. They have to do persuasion, Tay and Akuma. See who is believe.
Persuasion? So I have to persuade her to help
I
me?
think
Yeah.
both of them
do
have to
I
do
got
it.
Tay, sure, I'll
Yeah.
find this funny.
Because Tay is.
Alec knows nothing about what's
18.
happening,
Nice.
so
I got finally a
4.
good
Okay,
roll.
Tay is not very persuasive.
He's just convinced that this group is incredibly weird. And just like, okay,
Like
this is just their weird shit.
you hear Tay, who's just pleading to you. Not Tay, who's necessarily pleading. Tay seems to be on a mission. She's not lying. It's just she doesn't care if you come or not. She's on. She's going for whatever she's going for.
Here
Akuma,
you are.
who
You coming
is
with or not?
pleading with you, of like, I need assistance. And with your insight, I will at least say like it does seem like she's like in slight panicky. It's still very weird. Like like, is this like some weird kind of play going on? Is this what you guys do every morning? Like,
This is
you
the
know,
morning routine.
you do know that they seem to have slightly given off some sort of romantic vibe as you were there even on the. No, you wasn't there.
No, no,
Mm.
it could be romantic vibes. You're not quite sure what kind of
it,
vibes
it
it's
you
going
you
with.
it's up to you.
I mean, how does Alec feel about this scene besides weird? Any other emotions?
I really want to walk away. But
yeah,
this is weird.
yeah, he's
Just
kind of like
believes.
indifferent. He doesn't really like care for like the minuscule things, so he just kind of like brushes this off as you two just being weird.
fantastic.
He
So
doesn't know you guys yet, so he's just like,
Naturally.
whatever.
Naturally.
so
These guys are weird.
do you just let them walk away?
Do they
Yeah,
walk
whatever.
past the
Let
restaurant
them
at
let
any
them go
point?
ahead.
Hell yeah.
Come on, man. He's walking around with like a little guy in a bloody trinket, whatever he's got. Like a what is it called?
Uh, so,
Okay.
so yeah,
What
you,
movie this guy was in? I don't know. He's like, this is just weird altogether.
yeah, the lantern. So yeah, Tay,
Nice.
you just continue walking away with Akuma
This is not.
Mm-hmm.
as Alec just stands there and just kind of like
Alec,
waves at you both and be like,
This is actually serious.
Yeah. Have
Oh,
fun
serious.
on your
No.
weird adventure. Just kind of scratches his head and walks away.
fantastic. Uh, so
Past the restaurant.
I'll say about 20 to 30 ish minutes. Alec, you do kind of come across Marissa, who's like finally coming down. Is like waiting. Looks like she's on her way probably to the North Gate to meet up with the Northern Army, as they should be coming at any time. Uh,
Did Arissa have like a normal reaction to this?
I mean, I wasn't there. I was somewhere else.
Okay.
yeah,
No, I mean, like,
you mean
why
this
was
is
Arissa affected this morning? That's what I want to know. Like,
she's
was she
she's acting extremely fine. Like she's just chill.
I
Like
don't see anything weird at all.
No,
So I
it's
would
just like
kind of just
whatever.
say,
Normal morning for her.
I would just kind of like make a small comment. So that goblin and tiefling are kind of weird, huh?
Weird
They
as
were
in
one-
how?
The goblin was just carrying Akuma off somewhere. She was determined she was on a mission. I don't know.
What kind of mission?
Said something about an orb. I don't know. I guess that's not a good thing.
Just
No.
Arissa's face that tells you everything you need to know. And maybe you
Ah,
should help the poor Akuma.
shit.
Are you scared?
Maybe.
No, I know you're not scared of flying. Hop on. Poof, eagle.
Here we are. Where are we, DM? Where
I'm
are
just
we?
I'm chasing
How
them
far
down.
are we gone?
so, as you quickly try I'll say this as like Alec, you're just like standing there like seeing this reaction. You're like, oh, I kind of feel like this is not a good. Out of nowhere, just this giant fucking eagle comes out of nowhere, just grabs you with its claw, like no indication. It's just grab and take off. You're just like sitting like
So comes that.
I like the fuck's wrong with all.
Zoe comes out. He's like, oh, nice. That was a nice bow.
Zoe is still
Where did
Zoe
asleep.
you
comes
go?
out holding a bowl of soup, eating. Because
Like,
he's
you're like
still
above
been
you,
in
like
the restaurant
scream as
area.
the bird, as the eagle like boom, zooms over town.
I
Um,
cast fly and just you're slowly flying after you, making
um,
sure not to spill my soup.
probably I'll say about close to like 30 minutes out from the gate. So they're like somewhat decently, not like incredibly far, just a little bit of decent far. Uh, as the eagle is, you guys are flying and you could just spot them like we'll say a few miles, like 2 or 3, but like Tay's just still walking Akuma on her shoulders unless at some point she feels like this is just holding her back. She's just walking with her. The shortest
Yeah,
route
I
is
can.
to pretty much go the capital route. So,
Yep.
but you do.
Like it's just gonna like fly in, like like dive down, and just like half casually drop Alec when they're close to the ground, shift out of eagle form, and cast modify memory on Tay. And she's gonna fail with a 4. Like she's gonna roll a 4. I'm gonna make her fail it really hard. This is just a fucking eagle intervention.
Um, are you trying to get her to forget about the thing?
No, because I can't, because it's only the last 24 hours.
What are you trying to modify memory?
I'm just gonna modify memory that sure she feels the pull from the thing, but she knows that she has to stay with us, because if she doesn't stay with us, the orb will be lost forever.
Huh, that's a good one.
Roll a d20 minus 10.
Okay.
Because you're fighting the orb at this point.
Am I trying to? Is it a persuasion roll? What is the whole shebang here?
It's
Like what?
just a d20.
Want someone to come grab it. Really badly.
I mean, it was a 16.
The 6 total.
Joseph was hoping for a negative.
I know, it looks like you look like you're in pain or something. What's going on in your head? You seem upset.
I rolled a
Yeah.
fucking 5.
Oh.
Yes!
Ow!
That's
Or
right.
I put this in all of my benefit, and I roll a fucking 5. Hey guys, alright, look,
Beautiful.
we're gonna go take a break. I'm gonna take 5 minutes from me. I can't. No, we're gonna go take a break. We'll see you all here in a second. Oh my
the alarm clock, lamp, and laundry basket in my backyard.
Like a trampoline, a mini trampoline behind mine, and a
Welcome
heater
everybody,
and
welcome
everything.
back. As the
As
this
Leroy goes
as
under the
this
desk.
as the story continues. So, Tay, uh, as as you feel this conflict coming back into your mind of a struggle of you wanting this orb and somebody trying to tell you no, you do understand that you don't need the orb disappearing. So maybe it is best to just stay with the group for now, and then when the time is right, you will go and grab it.
There you
Just stops. Just like a jerk stop. Like you're like. I guess
go.
Akuma would just be like used to walking and just
What? Oh, thank God.
ah.
It's
Well, I guess we could probably wait till everybody else is ready. I guess.
Thank
Or
God.
is just or is it looks at you? I thought so.
Thank you.
Unless you're ready to go get it now.
No, we have people to wait for.
Alec
No,
coming.
about that. Let's go back. Boom, Eagle again. Grabs Alec again. Grabs Tay and Akuma. Let's
Not
go.
again!
Fucking fly
Not
something.
Like, oh, I'm getting grabbed all over the place today. I see how it is.
Yee!
Man,
Fly
Alec,
something.
this is a pretty terrible morning.
I mean,
as we fly
Talk
back,
about-
we fly past Zoe. Roar, and then
Yeah.
Do I have a high enough perception to recognize that that's them?
I mean, she didn't like fly far away from you. It was probably like close to sideswiping you type deal.
you feel the gust of wind and it almost knocks you.
Like it's one of those cartoon styles
Can I
where
make
like
an attempt to grab onto someone's foot?
Grab
I
onto
will
Get
Akuma.
dragged along with them?
I will
Okay.
say if you do that, it will actually cause more harm than good.
Oh,
You
yeah,
won't
that's
be
Do
what
it.
dragged. I will
Do
tell you
it.
that.
Do
Zoe,
it.
It
do
was
it.
my
Grab
first
my
intent.
tail.
Do
Go.
Make
it.
make a
What would
strength.
that be, Tech?
Just make a strength check to see if you roll above a 10.
Hey, let's go. Does he cartwheel away in the
My
opposite direction?
My gift of
There you go,
evil,
DM.
Jojo.
There you go, DM. You got your nat 1. That make you feel better.
Make him
Does
fly.
he have to roll what he grabbed?
You have so many options. What
So
you gonna bring on?
how high are you?
I mean, I'd say I would be flying at like
Okay.
at least 30 feet of the ground, at least.
So how high would you be flying?
Uh,
Will you match it around
probably
30
above,
feet?
if there's trees, probably above the tree line. Would
I-
imagine around the same height as the eagle if I was attempting to grab it.
Okay, so we'll say 30 feet. Because roll
This
20
was a
has
bad decision.
failed me. Take 20 points of damage as you just plummet and hit the ground because the eagle, when it
I
sideswipes,
turn into an ice block. I don't feel like taking damage.
hey,
You'll be falling all day.
as long as it's gone, I don't care. Okay. So you sit in that form for a moment, and the sun as the eagle just flies off, and then as it kind of starts to melt away, and you come out of this. Ow, that kind of hurt.
I'll turn around and go back to the city. Slowly.
All
even
the soup
slower
is
than on my
spilled.
way out. I
All the
assume I had
soup is
finished
gone.
my soup by then, because I was
No,
slowly trying to still eat.
Whatever was left had spilled.
Unlucky.
I'll prestidigitation and clean it off myself.
So I'll say the fact that when you guys get back, you actually see the North Army as it's like 100 yards, like a football field away from the entrance, and they're just, since you've already told them what's happened, they're not like in some sort of formation. They're just marching to the town. I'll even say the Southern Army's leader was probably at the North Gate waiting. I would assume that you would have told him.
So he saw me react, fly off, then now he's coming back with more people.
So, pretty much the army has regrouped with everybody. The Legion has since the fact that the town was already secure, um, he is probably going to want to already start marching now with more men and leave just a little bit behind, but just go ahead and start our process towards the capital.
Mhm.
Uh,
Sounds right.
for him, pretty much the quicker we can get to this, the least amount that people have to suffer, type deal. As wars could go on for years, depending on how slow everything's happened. Zordel was definitely the most crucial part. Is that if that failed and they had to retry a couple of times, like that's what would have wasted a lot of time. That was a solid fort that,
Mm.
thanks to the infiltration team and with a little bit of help from the other side, it was extremely easy to get in.
I feel like the fort itself wasn't that solid anymore. I mean, one of the walls was significantly damaged
It wasn't a
by the
wall. It
shooters.
was the uh, when I say fort, I'm not talking about the fort that was within
Yeah,
inside
I
the
know. I
city.
was just being sarcastic. It was the sarcastic comment about like the fort in the city not being
Yeah.
strong anymore.
Um,
Yeah, sorry.
no, no, you're fine.
The sarcasm was misunderstood as a genuine comment.
Like I understood what you were saying, but the joke failed.
Yeah,
But anyways,
no.
so are you guys going to march with them as they were going to go ahead and just start heading their way?
We don't need to fly until the end part.
Mm.
Okay. So let's
So it gets back to the city only to have to start leaving again.
I'll put you guys
No,
there.
we're leaving. Come on.
Um,
Oh,
it's
is there
kind of
even?
it's kind of slightly early-ish for you guys, and kind of slightly early-ish to be stopping for the South Army as well, because you guys have been resting and could probably continue going for a little bit, but the Northern Army has already been marching a little bit before, so this is about as far as you get. Um,
Was the implementation team with us?
no, they were definitely with a little bit of men that could be spared, and it's not a lot, but it's to just make sure that Zordo does stay somewhat safe and or open. Um, so the infiltration team and like think about maybe 10 people, and that's probably how much was left in Quaritch. Is because there's really not that many of them. You guys are probably traveling with, on a rough estimate, somewhere between 2 to 3 thousand.
Mm.
Um, but they it's the fact that you guys and the Soul Hunters are doing a lot of the heavy work is allowing them to try to reach this final stage, because they were prepared for this and on Slaughterfest in multiple cities, which would be reducing their numbers. But thanks to you guys and the Soul Hunters and what you guys are skilled at doing, it's allowing them to retain a lot of their forces. They have lost a couple in Zurdel and on the way to Courage, but not too heavily. So, anybody that is wanting to do anything for this night?
I think I'm just gonna check in with the people. Magic check-ins.
Okay.
Think I'll just check in with Basir and Co on the eastern side, how they're doing.
Uh,
Update them where we are.
I'll say that they are kind of like in the wooded area section to the
Mm.
east of the capital, but they're on hold, waiting kind of for like a signal that they're, everybody's getting closer type deal. So this is definitely their signal that just waiting a little bit more will allow them to push forward. I'll even say Basira's. She does mention the fact that a strange occurrence that people slightly are missing, but not enough to cause an alarm. But the general has noted that it seems a couple of people were just gone.
The woods.
So they're kind of
Oni.
they're kind of like slightly on the alert, but so far they're trying to keep whatever's happening from happening.
I mean, I think Basera would know better what's in this forest than what we do at this point.
It's why she's kind of the one who's like lighting the alert signal on this and trying to get everybody in a more defensive perimeter than a casual one.
I think I'll also ask Sona what they're up to.
Uh,
And how
secret
that battle went that
good.
we last heard on. Heard of.
was that a day ago? I already forgot.
2 days ago.
2 days
It
ago.
was, yeah.
Okay.
It was right after our fight with Victor.
Okay. She responds back that they're still in this fight, but
Okay.
at the moment they're like kind of hunkered down and is like able to kind of somewhat get some rest, but like this is slightly taxing in a sense.
Trench
It's
warfare.
it is just a they were not prepared. I think you did tell them the fact that uh, there was another alpha,
I did. That's the first thing I told him.
but she responds back. They are dealing with just forces outside of the den.
I did tell him that they were like all the shit that I knew. I did tell them. I think I burned so many spells in that conversation.
And so they haven't even made it into the den. They're dealing with all the in a weird way. I would say kind of quick of responses and shorting letters or shorting words. The den was under siege, but because how it was, nobody was able to really get in. So they are attacking the siegers and are trying to fight them before actually getting into the den to fight Lucian.
Hmm.
So uh, they managed to do like a decent amount of damage, but then it's like reinforcements came for them, and so they had to like kind of like retreat and were chased a little bit. Like it's just a madhouse. So
And
yeah, they're having issues at the moment.
all right, all right. Is anyone else? I guess I'll check in on Ace as well, like how he's doing.
You just asking how he's doing and all that.
Yeah.
Even in his mind, he's whispering as he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay for the most part. You know, I'm not currently hiding from a beast or anything like." Uh, and then this just loud supersonic like screech happens. Even you pick it up. Not only do you make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. 21.
Okay. Your connection breaks. And you feel like you almost passed out.
Hmm. Fun. I just look at the Kuma. Well, it seems like your dad is in the big problems, as they would say.
Oh, great.
Seems your what's it called, created sibling is being a real pain in his ass.
Well, I guess what you get for trying to make something That should not exist. I don't even know why the hell he even did that. If
I mean, he
it's
did
following
explain.
him, I guess that's just his karma coming back, I guess. Great.
Or it's just like, okay. And then like just like
Great.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
another thing.
I just say great. She just like turns around. She's like, okay. Like she tries to
Ah!
hide her facial. She tries to hide her facial expression from you. She's just like, no, no.
No. Hey.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing for the day, for the evening.
Alec kind of
bad
wants
we
to have a
didn't leave a
chat with
lot of-
Marissa.
Yeah, sure.
He wants a bit of information about what the fuck happened this morning.
No, yeah, sure.
What is this orb shit? I don't understand. Why were you guys acting weird? Well, you weren't, but they were. What is this?
So there's a without going into details because I'm not really allowed to tell you. Forbidden information, all that shebang. There's this magical artifact, which is not supposed to be seen by mortals. We saw it. It's trying to get us to it.
Y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to unfuck it, but we're first unfucking this fuck so that we can go and unfuck that fuck. And then we have more fucks that we need to unfuck, but you know, it's the list
A
is
whole lot of fucks.
like you see like Russia like rolls out a list and like there's like 3 things scribbled out from the top and then like it just keeps going. It's like we're getting there, but it's like slow going at the moment. It's like this one and that one.
In a weird cartoon fashion, like this list just unrolls all the way back to the north, and it just keeps going. Like there's even like as Brynolf is saying, I just sees this. It's like, damn, they added more shit.
Alex, like that.
like,
A whole lot of
On-
fucks.
on
you
the
got
list.
there.
On the
And
list,
whatever
it
the
says,
other
guy's name is.
Yeah,
Rolls past them, and they're just watching it as the dwarf drinks, and the elf was just sitting there watching it roll past.
yeah, like Harrison.
Rolls past the
I can't
library.
remember the dwarf's name. It just somehow goes in their building, and the dwarf is like, I remember this. Yeah, and how long it took us to get rid of it? It just fucking keeps going.
It rolls into the library, all the way into the deepest sanctum, and then back out.
And then
Yeah.
he starts sending me Orisa messages just ranting for like 20 minutes.
So it's actually still Furious who like sends messages. It's like, keep your shit out of my library, because like it's just now in the way, and it's just like,
Yeah, this list twice. It's so long.
So yeah, I mean I think you're gonna see it at some point. So I mean, if you don't want to see it, we can let you know so you can hide your eyes. But I mean,
I think someone might need
couldn't
to be
you just
sane to fix
modify
this
him
shit
anyway?
when it all goes down south, right?
yeah.
Gotta keep the kids in check.
I mean that's
They're not
my
kids to me
Hey,
now.
watch out. Huh?
that's my daily task. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, just in case you go for a stroll like they did today.
I mean,
Ah.
yeah. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Well, but that's sort of like the short and sweet version
Okay.
of what
well,
happened, or what we're dealing with at least.
What?
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Alex like intrigued, kind of like, the fuck have these guys been doing their whole lives? Like,
No, it's
what have
not
I
been
got
the whole
myself
life.
into?
not.
It's been
Fuck
like
you,
the last 2
Barnaby.
months.
It's like this. Not that anybody knows besides Alec. It's like, Alec, you were in middle of battles, right? You had your mindset on a battle of its own, and it's Barnaby randomly comes and pulls you out and plucks you here, and there's just moments where you're like, can I just go back and fight? Like, can I go back and do what I was doing? Like, this is like where
No.
you were made sense. Here makes absolutely no damn sense.
Yeah, this is like complete chaos.
But there's
Chaos.
no way
Well,
out.
chaos and just casual battle, you know? Yeah, he's questioning Barnaby for sure. Like, what the fuck were the intentions here?
Did they
This is
really
really
need my
what you want me to help with? Really? This shit?
Really?
Yeah.
This whole mess? Really?
So, anybody else want to do anything for the rest of the night?
Besides contemplate,
Oh.
what the hell?
No, Alex
Hey,
just said,
Joe, are
have
you
fun rolling
okay?
that list back up.
What do you mean? I'm not. I'm not
no,
fit at
when,
all. I have no dirt on me. Like,
well, I seen you trying to grab, like reach around, and you just fell,
yeah.
and I was like, oh,
Question for Dimension Door: is it just somewhere you've been, or is it
It's within
more
500
500
feet,
feet.
what you can imagine as well.
It
Within
it if
50
you if you were to
Yeah.
if you were to let's say this, I dropped you in a random city, right? If
Yep,
you
yep.
just dimension door and you just point that way and you want to go the full, you just go the full length. It doesn't matter if you've seen it or not. You are
Mm,
Yeah.
choosing if you want to go however far. The problem
mhm.
is
You could choose to go 5 feet, 120,
like
500.
if you were to try, let's say you was like in the mountain and you want to go 500 feet down, like you could potentially kill yourself.
Mhm.
Um,
Mm,
but it's not a place that you have seen. It's just it's 500 feet in a direction.
You could
Gotcha.
go 500 feet straight up.
Mm.
So yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
So as
so
Too bad I don't just
I,
have teleport. Not that I could probably
Imagine
help
you're
him out
standing in
anyway.
front of a house and you know, like, the second floor is like 20 feet up. Like, you can see a window, but you can't see inside of the room. You could dimension or the 20 feet inside the room, but you would have no idea what was in there before you dimension doored in.
Just smack a
mhm.
dab into a hot pot of soup.
Were
Yeah.
you thinking about doing that while Tay was walking out of the city?
No.
We're going back. What?
so
But
as
she's
I
not
mean, it
willing.
would be
You
a
can only
con.
take willing people with you. So
yeah.
Yeah, if you want
Well,
willing.
they make a save otherwise, right?
no.
Nope.
You
If
can
you
only
aren't
take a
willing.
willing. You can only
It's
take a
only
willing
willing.
creature.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
So I
can't.
wouldn't.
No, Tay would. So
Mm-mm.
as the day ends and you all
I
get
mean,
in
if
your
you
Unless it's
lied to
supposed to.
Tay and convinced her you were taking her to the orb with that spell.
I mean, yeah. Then she could be willing.
we are now on the first of the second month, Kalili.
Lily.
The
New Lily,
temperature
new me.
the temperature definitely has
69.
gone up. Uh, you guys are looking somewhere between 46 to 56. So you're definitely feeling the no longer cold effects, as definitely what you guys have done in the north has drastically changed uh,
Yep.
weather. Uh,
Hmm.
you know,
Oh.
light.
Does Arissa get another angry message from
No,
the
no,
library?
that was because she asked for it.
So, you think Ace is dead by now?
No,
Hmm.
he's hiding.
Hmm.
You want him dead?
Not necessarily. Uh, just
He sounded different yesterday.
I mean, no, that's just him making his bad decisions. You know what? I have many different emotions. I'm not even gonna start with that. I just wanted to know if you were gonna check in on him.
Not now.
I mean, there should still be enough rotting piles of food sitting around there that the beast is distracted for a bit.
He doesn't eat really food. He goes after magic, and
Yeah.
Ace is magic,
Okay.
so
He goes after rotting
Rotten
food.
magic
That
piles.
is
Yeah.
sure
There's
what
about
he
100
goes
pounds
for.
of
Rotting piles of magic food.
He's probably
There's
eating the
100
golem.
pounds.
He's probably eating the golems, sucking
If
the
yeah,
you
energy.
create magic
and
food and let
whatever
it
else.
rot, does that count?
Yes, I create magic food, and after 24 hours, it begins to rot.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, that
Still
should work.
sitting there.
That should
Yes,
work, right?
yes.
So,
Yeah, it's
No.
about 100 pounds of rotten
items
food.
he has in that house.
as
Is
you
a food
all
you make rotten there?
Or this is that I could give you a fucking lecture on magic, but I'm not in the mood today. Like that's literally not how any of this works.
Or,
No.
or, or the lecture
Exactly
of
how it all
never
works.
use.
I mean, I take literal pieces of the Shadowfell and turn it into fruits and vegetables. So,
so as you all continue traveling with
Iris is
the
contemplating this.
as you all
Oh,
travel with the
also
armies,
Mm.
never ask someone to cut your arm off
What?
because they'll never get all the way down to the bone.
No, not if you ask the
was that
fucking
the
weakest.
matter
If
with
you
that
ask the
total?
if you ask the weakest person in the party, hello.
If you want me to cut your arm off, I
Second
will.
weakest.
That
No, don't.
what?
No,
God, are you all fucking maniacs? Hello.
Cut your arm off?
not now.
I'm pretty sure I can heal it.
that worked last time.
Yeah, it did work last time, but
I mean, yeah.
Cut your
Hey,
arm
hey, hey!
off?
Nobody died.
Oh no! It's
no,
the
no, not
last
that
time
last
that you
time. The
don't
other
know.
Oh,
last
which
time.
last time?
Different
There,
It
arm.
was last
there
time.
was healing involved, and it still was fucked.
Yep.
You look at Tay's arm and there's actually a scar, a very mangled scar on it, probably.
Mm-mm.
So,
There's nothing there.
is there anything
Not
that
mine.
anybody was wanting to do this day as you traveled with the
Was it
armies?
mine?
Um,
Nope. Should cut somebody
you
else's arm
guys
off.
are all right. So you
You're not
guys
talking
are
about when it was the middle of the night and we tried to cut an arm off?
all right, guys.
Never mind. Let's just.
We
All right.
I'm-
As you guys are traveling,
You're talking about the old man.
Yeah.
okay, guys.
Noah's not here for any of that, anyways.
Okay.
Let's move on.
More.
Hold on.
So
Okay.
as you guys traveled, the Legion is informing everybody that tomorrow they like to establish a sieging perimeter, trying to kind of go over some battle plans. Is there anything that you guys wanted to say as in terms? It's just a basic siege operation where there's a main force at the gates if they're being attacked by anything or whatever, to just be a distraction while there is a side team trying to.
I mean, I'm gonna cast Private Sanctum first so that we can't be spied on
Fair
at
enough.
this point.
Yeah.
Because now we get into the very sensitive part of the plan.
Yeah. That there's a another team that is going to try to slightly flank and hopefully catch up on the wall, and if it works, parts of the army might go to that and be able to just uh, push and squeeze on the wall to allowing the gate open. Again, very basic uh, siege materials and plans. There was nothing that's too fancy and or special about this. Uh, he does mention to you guys that he wants to save you guys for whatever might be inside, unless
We-
the siege goes completely backwards. He would like to try to save you guys for whatever's inside.
We're gonna infiltrate directly, and you will see the signal of us doing something will be probably very visible.
Okay.
I was just not showing any of the things she has. She's just saying we have our own plan. We know where to go. We know their strong point.
just
I don't know if you've ever heard of the garden inside this capital.
no.
Has he?
Nobody here would have known about that.
No. So there's a magical garden in the capital which will smush you if you go in there, basically, and cast magic. I don't know if it's and cast magic or if the person who is like in control of the garden can do it, but it's a bad place regardless.
Uh, hopefully,
It will.
you guys will assist us if we need that before uh, before that happens. He's just trying to make sure that when everybody comes to it, and you guys, if you guys go off and do your own thing, that you're not just leaving them high and dry if they do start to suffer type deal. That's kind of like what he's trying to make sure. He knows that if you guys have your own thing, he's not forcing you, as you guys have been helping this entire time. He just wants to make sure you're not just again leaving him high and dry if they do need help.
I mean, we're trying to cut
out.
off. We're trying to cut off the snakehead. We know
Yeah.
who's in
Should
charge.
reach out.
Tell them what.
Well, with what happened in Coolridge and Zordo, it might be possible that that might happen again with the
Yeah, I think
the other
that.
white cloak.
I mean, there might
Then
be same possibility for the same resolution, but it depends on what their leader has planned, which is a big unknown to us because I can't scry in that place. So, but they have a snake head, one like an arch wizard mage, and she's waiting for us. She's been setting us up with these challenges, and that's the reason why I've been taking these cities so relatively easily, because we met the challenge terms and they all left. So it might be the same situation here, but we'll try to help if we can. I've already sent some of our allies who are about as powerful as we are to the eastern side, so at least you will have powerful allies on that side. So if you need help, you can also send a request over there.
Okay. He'll just tell you guys to be careful then, as he may not know this entire situation with you guys, but he's clearly this Lily has something planned for you guys.
Yep.
I'm not stupid when it comes to a trap, and it seems as though this whole war might be a north and south thing, but you guys might be a little bit higher on the board than probably any of us really realize.
Oh
Just,
yeah.
we'll try to.
Unfortunately, we probably are.
Yep. I think she pretty much wants us either dead or us back on her side. I don't know. Could be
Hard to
Or
say.
both.
We'll try to help with what we can.
Yeah, we're trying to, as well, whilst we're in talks about this, the successors to the throne are somewhere in the city. We don't know where, but there's statues. So if you find statues at any point, those are probably the people who are best suited to bring peace between the north and south once this is all said and done. So try to keep those statues intact at all costs once you find them, because
Okay.
they are important people. Let's put it like that. And we know how to free them, but we need to find them as well.
If we see any statues, we'll put them somewhere safe.
Yeah, they will be like, not like, you will probably notice that they're not normal statues, because
Alright.
they'll be like normal people who in probably weird poses considering they were ambushed.
Alright, well, go get some rest. I'll plan out the strategy to make sure, or at least our siege will go through. So,
Mm.
so you guys are, in a sense, just allowed to exit, and anybody wanting to do anything as it is getting
Oh.
close to nightfall and
Sure. I'll talk to Alec.
What's up?
Oh, you seemed a little concerned when we were talking about some of the things that we've done in the past. So I thought I would give you a. Marissa said it was a crash course on our fuck ups. So we've
We love good entertainment, so please tell me.
okay. So we had a friend named Taylor who almost let Oni into the capital originally. It was disguised as a child. We went to a noble's house, killed a bunch of people,
Casually.
tortured casually. We got stopped by we stopped a caravan with an old man and old woman. Cut the old man's arm. I cut the old man's arm off. They reattached it.
Why did you cut the arm off?
I've at the time I thought he was disrespecting us.
Oh, so of course he deserved to have his arm cut off. I see.
Yeah. And then I tried to get our. I don't think you. You know Exulia, kind of like someone like that, but smaller and weaker. I tried to get her to cut my arm off with my own axe because I had these tattoos on my arm.
You just didn't like them anymore?
No,
Or
I wasn't always like this. I was green.
like this goblin does like you.
Slightly
There's
tinted a different color and black hair.
there's
okay.
from where you're from, there is not really any goblins. I'll say
Mhm.
you understand what a goblin is, but it's like this is your first really reaction and interaction with them. Uh, it's not necessarily mentioned. it's very vague. I'll say that. So you assume like this this goblin that you're looking at, who is kind of like a dark grayish, with black hair, um, and there was, so they're not there anymore. Uh, but you do kind of see like a scar, if she was to show you, kind of like around her arm. Um, Compared to, as the player, you would know of a green, like color. So
Oh, yeah, I would show her the arm. Oh,
It
yeah,
is
and
a
right
fun.
here, right here is where the axe was. It got stuck about part way through. Um,
Alex just like,
gosh,
what the fuck?
oh, hang on. Arissa, what else have we fucked up in the past?
Maybe it'd be easier to list the things you haven't fucked up.
what
That's
what
tougher.
I
can
mean,
you list? What can you
I
list?
mean, I mean, a lot. I mean, that list of like things you have to do, and like,
We brought back we brought back the lady that
that's
we were
my fault.
attacking now.
That's my fault in particular.
Um, some of the people that are statues, we kind of, well,
I mean, that's,
two or three of them were our fault.
you know, one of them is our fault.
Is it possible that you caused this war by any chance?
No,
Not
not
entirely.
necessarily
I
caused it.
mean,
I know
yes,
I wouldn't
no.
really caused it. We just kind of started it. It would. We kind of, you know,
Oh.
like how you see ice and you tap it and then it cracks. We're that tap.
No, it's like it's because Lily got back on the
We're
free hit.
just,
Well, you could say
we
that
also,
Lily started it, but we did help a little by accident.
well, the soul hunters, they were following us and they got stuck in another
Right, so let's say there's a crack in the ice
dimension.
and you guys just put your foot through it.
Yeah.
It would have
I
been
was gonna say
fine.
axe. I was
I
gonna say
mean,
axe through it.
I mean, I
Yep.
think like you know when you're like looking at that at like a sheet of ice, and you're like, would be fun to like cannonball on top of that ice, and then it was cracked, so we like just cannonballed straight through into the water, sort of.
Yep. Yep. We just dove head right first. You know, head first.
So
Right in.
as you
So
guys,
so if you guys didn't exist, this world would be fine.
No.
Potentially.
Honestly, now that
No.
I'm hearing all this, I don't think I've actually
Oh.
heard it all laid out like this. I've
Well,
just
to be fair enough,
learned
it was
these
never
things
supposed
one
to
at
be
a
up on the
time.
surface
I
anyway.
mean,
Oh,
you have nothing
hey,
to say. You have nothing to say so because your fucking empire that you're in is fucking wiped off the face of the earth.
Ian, I'm a warrior. I'm an actor. Why am I even here?
I'm pretty sure you're
Could be
paper.
in my basement. I don't even know why I'm here either.
so as you guys,
Fuck you guys.
as you all
Yeah.
kind of go through this revelation of what, like, you all are having
So
a
alive.
you're all having a huge identity crisis at this very last second.
Everyone but Alex. Alex
this
just
is
really
fine,
lost
guys.
faith in Barnaby right now. Like, what the fuck?
This is fine,
You
guys.
guys, all these people do was kill a dragon in like one round. So I thought they were really successful. I didn't realize that they literally caused all this.
I mean, we took like 50 L's before that one little W, so you know.
So anybody else wanting to do anything?
I
as
wanted
an
to, I wanted to do, but I forgot about it in the other day. I wanted to say like, send a message to that thing that had the staff. What was her name again? I can't remember.
That snow lady that was.
What's her name?
Are you talking
What's her
about?
name?
I
That
think
snow
it
lady
was
that.
Snow lady.
Ariel.
White.
Yeah, the one who had the staff.
Yeah, her.
Okay.
Not the little
I just want to
mermaid.
send a message
Apparently she's
just
alive.
like, hey, I heard you're still alive and kicking. Hopefully we can get the staff back to you. It's kind of warm here now.
I think the way it goes. Yeah. You don't even connect to it.
Oh,
God damn it.
she's a different kind
I
of.
want to have a fun, or is this just like a like just disappointment? Like, oh, I want to have a fun conversation again.
Can I get my PhD to be a psychiatrist? Because I think Tay's got this on down.
You're
I
far
think
from a PhD, I can tell you that.
I think Arissa, out of disappointment, was just gonna send a message to the library, listen to him rant for another 20 minutes.
Okay. That is
Library.
extremely easy enough. The fact just saying hey, he will have something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
So depending on what topic you wanted him to go raging on, he'd go for it.
Tay as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
psychiatrist.
What do you think about the little goblin as a psychiatrist?
uh, yeah, it goes
I
off
want to
on
hear this.
a
I want to
negative.
hear it.
No, no, I'm not going to waste more time.
Ah,
He just goes off on a negative of that goblin can't do that. He'd be actually very surprised if that was a thing. But he lists all the characteristics of goblins and how that is like a like a 1 in chance of something like that ever happening,
Yeah.
and it's like so on and so forth.
Yeah,
Anything
exactly.
else?
So no.
Fantastic. So as the next day comes on day 2, you guys all wake up extremely early in the morning. Um, to
well, let's go get that orb. No.
to march with this army. You guys are technically still under the cover of night. Uh, a lot of people pretty much it's like early bedtime to wake up extremely early to try to do this. Hopefully, get there at the gates before sunrise. Which is also weird. Of they're trying to figure out the sun because it used to rise at almost a somewhat certain time, but now it's like it changed a little bit. Um, so you guys pretty much travel your way to the gates of the capital. Um, as you guys travel to the gates, um, what are you? As you guys are traveling, just is anybody doing something specific?
Oh,
Nothing specific.
Like
really.
like major specific, not anything
No.
minor.
do any of them have any soldiers have war paint?
I would say yes.
Any of them have scissors?
I have scissors.
I
Arista would have scissors.
I would honestly be surprised if any of them had scissors.
I mean, Arista has scissors.
Okay. All
I
right.
can literally create scissors out of thin air as well.
Well, here's Tay was. I guess Tay would have done this early in the morning. She would get the war paint. I guess, seeing how the shifters did it, she'd put some war paint on and everything, and then cut all her hair and have like a mohawk.
I mean, that's
You could probably do that with the knife.
yeah.
Oh, I can do it with a knife. I only have an axe. I don't have a knife.
I would say
Dragon
that is.
daggers?
I mean, probably one of the people would be able to do that with a knife.
I would say that is easily enough to get something like that. Anything else? As you
Nope.
guys approach and are getting close to approaching the gates, uh, the gates are wide open.
Yeah, figured. Definitely
They're waiting.
As you guys kind of get close and Legan kind of stops the army from a certain distance, ask for a few warriors to go check that out. So about 4 to 5 warriors kind of head closer to the gate, and you can see they're trying to do some slight stealth as they're trying to look about. Probably within 10 to 15, probably just somewhere around 10 minutes. They do come back and say that besides a couple of dead guards, there's no sign of anybody.
Dead guard. A dead guard. That does not sound like a
How far?
good-
How far did they get in the city?
Hmm.
They didn't necessarily go too far. They kind of went in and are like looking around. They even the way like to even get up on the to the wall, like kind of where the gate is right next to it that holds it. it's like little staircases inside. You know, picture a tower that they could go in, and they kind of like split and just kind of take a look in there. Maybe went up on the wall and then kind of quickly came back down. They said there was, you know, a couple of dead guards like on the wall, on the ground, just
Curious. Did they how
Is
they
there
look?
any injuries? What
Like what kind of
what were
injuries?
the injuries?
Yeah,
it
curious about that too, actually.
it just looks like somebody came in and fought them or something. Like it's kind of, you know, I don't know how to. It just looks normal in terms of if somebody came in and broke through or something.
Hmm.
As Ligon kind of steps in and kind of looks towards you guys. As a trap, as I said. And he kind of turns back. All right, men. We're gonna march through. Everybody be on extreme alert. You know what we're looking for. Once we have everything secure, then we'll figure this out. Until then, goes, looks at you guys. Well, I guess you might have it slightly easy, but it seems like it's a welcome wagon for you.
Hmm. If we're fighting, just don't intervene. It's probably one of those same things again where they want us to lift the weight.
Well,
I mean, if we fail, clean up our mess.
Mm-hmm.
well, you guys do what
We'll
you
make
got to
sure it's
do, and
clean for you.
we will kind of do a perimeter inside the city and see what we come across.
Alright. Shall we go execute our original plan still?
I suppose.
I mean, I guess not having to fight through the city means that we don't have to waste high level spells to make us invisible. So
That would be nice. Mm.
All right, let's go.
I mean, you three, and like looks at Alec, Zoe, and say you three go by ground. Me and Akuma go drop our surprise.
Good. Let's go.
Uh,
There's more paint a little issue.
I'll say with Tay
Should
leading.
I disguise us now?
I mean, I think they know we're coming. I think disguising
I know,
using a
but
spell.
you wanted us to look like Ace, I thought.
Oh,
No,
they want to look like an ace for the.
that was a joke, and I think I'd like to keep the
That's
joke, especially if he's
that was a
actually
joke.
good.
No, that was a joke. Let's just not do that.
Thanks.
We could all look like Lily instead.
No, that would be worse.
That would be
bother her even
confusing.
less.
And
That'd be
wrong.
very
Yeah. Well,
confusing.
if
I'm
we
worried I might
if we
accidentally.
kill
I
you,
might
I'm
attack one of you.
sorry. It
You'd
won't be
probably
my
attack
fault.
me and I'd probably die.
You would die instantly. I would make sure
I
of it.
can be
Let's
pretty
get go.
convincing.
Let's get going, children. Like, let's
Hey.
put a serious face on.
Yeah.
So,
We would just.
as I would assume you guys are doing the typical where it is Akuma who is polymorphing.
Mhm.
Well, I have to think so.
Yeah, as Larissa hops on and you guys take off, and uh, Legan kind of looks to you through. And, well, go ahead and lead the way. We'll be right behind you. So,
All right.
Tay, you are
Onward!
leading Zoe and Alec, who
Where are you?
is directly right behind you guys. The Northern Army um, coming in and marching. Uh, as you as you three enter in, like even just getting close to the gate, um, you can see the bodies. It looks like there was a fight here, because you can see the splatter of blood. You can see the guards just slaughtered in places. You don't see too much. It's not like you see an army that's dead. It's just there's just a couple of guards. As you guys continue walking
That'd be the
through
white
the city, and as pretty much you all get in and parts of the army starts to split in multiple directions, and like it is eerie quiet. Uh, it's
Can
it,
if we're
Probably
walking in,
besides
can I
the
run over to
flapping of wings.
one of the houses and peek in like the window?
sure. Make a perception check.
I'm great at these. Where's perception? 17. I'll add a D4 onto that just because I like how high that rolled.
Um,
Did 21.
odd or even.
Odd.
Um, you as you kind of peer in, uh, it's like dark. There's no sign of anything, and as
See through darkness.
that's true. As you're kind of like scanning, you can see what appears to be like a couple of dead bodies in there.
It looks like they've killed the civilians as well.
Whatever, that's everywhere.
So, uh,
You think the shifters might have betrayed them?
Well, based on the entity which we think they're following, they may have killed them almost like a blood sacrifice to it or something.
do
It
you
might
can
have been part of
do
their
you
plan.
continue to search, or was that just?
I mean, we can look in the next one if someone
I
wants.
mean, just out of curiosity, like, are you going to continue searching on your way down to the castle, or
I mean, if we walk close to a window, I'll peek in, but
periodically you see nothing? Sometimes you see dead bodies. Sometimes you see people just hiding. So you do come across at how often you feel like you would be searching. Because I mean, there's tons of places all the way down the castle, but if you're physically searching, this will waste your guys' time.
no.
But if you're periodically like you said, as you get close and kind of look in, uh, sometimes you see nothing. Sometimes you see dead. Sometimes you see alive. It's a mixture of all three.
Would
Um, the two that are flying. How are you guys doing this?
Visibly.
Okay.
I'm just gonna burn a second level spell, making both of us invisible.
Okay. As you guys are flying invisibly, I would assume you're flying at a decent height, not
Yeah.
kind of close to like the
No,
rooftop.
I would have told Akuma to fly up high because we need to have some distance between what we're doing and ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. Simple load ourselves at the same time.
It's like what I'm gonna say instruct because it's hard to instruct it to an eagle. Well, even though the eagle understands me perfectly,
Yeah, the
is
eagle's
to like
not
sort of
like grip.
like dive and then like use that dive momentum to fly up again, and then at the bottom of the dive I'll drop it, and then we fly up again away from the impact,
Okay.
That's good.
So
and just fly over the garden, like the very know, and then drop it in the garden.
so you guys do start to fly closer to the castle, um, and kind of just making like a little arc, and you see the garden right down below. Um, so far, uh, you don't feel like you're getting reactions. You don't feel like some anti-air is just hot, like unleashing everything it has. Uh, so this seems like it's a perfect time.
Guess I'll like say to Akuma, well, I guess it's time to do what we had to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
You
guess like Ursa like takes it out as we're diving and like gets ready to drop it.
so just to make sure, so you're trying to dive to drop it and go back up.
Yeah.
How
Like how
how
Hawk
close
does it
are you trying to
really neat.
get?
Not super close, it still has travel time.
Because I mean the the way it is, it's just as long as the thing breaks, it goes off. So
Yeah, exactly. So it just needs like just so it's not like I have a
Momentum.
massive chance of missing it. It's more like so that it's still relatively high it's hard to explain without like.
So,
You're
and yeah,
standing there looking at it.
so instead of being, like a couple, like almost like 100-ish, if not slightly even higher of feet, you're trying to at least get to like a 2 to 3 story height level just to not have the thing move as it falls. Yeah, I get that.
So it doesn't like fucking travel into oblivion because of the fucking stupid effect that balls have when you throw them out, right?
Okay.
So
So you
and use the momentum to fly back up again.
okay.
It's like the fox do. They're pretty neat. The dives they can reach
It
so much speed.
as you guys are diving, Arissa, you're definitely like holding on, trying to not fall off or get uh, embraced by any of this, and because this is not necessarily you guys' first time flying, especially probably through something harsh. I won't necessarily have you make rolls. I think it would be
Yeah.
fun, but
Yeah.
you get to the point where you think, Akuma, like this seems to be a decent height. As you quickly start to adjust and fly upwards, Arissa, you seeing as this is the moment, you kind of just
Drop them.
like hurl it down at trying to add somewhat more velocity to it, if that does. As you guys do rocket back up, I'll say, Arissa, you do see like imagine like like that EMP as it kind of goes a little bit. It does uh, pretty much cover the majority of the garden. So uh, as you guys pretty much fly away, are you guys trying to circle back to regroup with everybody, or
Yeah, this is like back to group up with our gang.
okay?
The back.
Let me look at.
What did the other people see? Did they see like the like the weird ripple effect of like the magic exploding?
Are you talking about like the army?
Yeah, like
They actually do not see it.
mm,
Let's see.
But I'm sure, yes, but they wouldn't see the eagle. They would see anything.
The reason why they couldn't see it just because where they're at, at the ground level with all these buildings still around them, they won't be able to see it. So you guys are just now. The army is just now getting close to what's ever left because people have been constantly splitting through alleyways as I'm looking at the Exilius map. Uh, I would say that everybody is pretty much right in front of the walls to um, the SAR district. So you easily kind of land, and you guys don't see it, but you hear the sound of kind of like flapping of wings and a little bit of blowback as some of you are not necessarily spooked by this. Alec, you're probably feeling a sense, but the invisibility does break as Akuma comes back to her normal form, and Sarissa hops off as well. As you guys have regrouped with everybody.
Oh, the bomb was successful from what we can see.
Oh,
at
that's
least
good.
so at least the garden is at least the playing field is level. Let's put it like that. I mean, we're still walking into a trap, but at least the playing field is level.
Yeah.
So I guess it's our little group that springs a trap, I suppose.
Indeed.
Better us than the whole army, I guess.
Indeed, they.
So,
Oh,
as you
technically.
as you
Fancy.
guys start to enter into the Star District, uh, and Arissa and Akuma, you guys are definitely now starting to see the, I guess you could say, the state of this city, whereas you come across a ton of dead guards, but you don't see anything that looks like they managed to kill something. Like it does look like they were in a fight, but it's not that they managed to get some kills. The other one managed to get some kills. In a weird way, it looks like it's a one-sided slaughter fest.
Nobody
But
kills from the inside. Anyway.
Well, I'll tell her about what I saw in the houses as
Mm.
well.
Yeah, I don't really know what the whole deal is here, but I feel like
I feel like it may be some sort of a
sacrifice.
gift to the entity, a sacrifice of sorts.
Wouldn't surprise
It
me.
might
Based
explain why
on
the
the lack of
it might
death
explain
and
why the white robes aren't here.
Well, it might. I hope then that they were performing some form of ritual that got completely fucked. We'll see.
So
Guess we won't see until we look at it.
as you guys start to go into the Star District and making your way in towards the castle, um, who was it again that has decent perception? And when I say decent, like
Hey,
10 or higher.
Okay.
Alec.
Um,
I have 10.
Okay, too.
Alec and 10.
15.
you guys, as you guys are approaching like the castle, and it's not like you're directly upon it. You can see the castle, and you're just making your way to it. And as you guys kind of look around, trying to adjust the situation, make sure you're not like being ambushed yourselves. You notice like two statues off in the distance, kind of close to like the barracks.
Hey. Oh, I'll point out the statues to everyone and the guards. I guess, or the people that are following us.
Hey, with my eagle eyes, can I see exactly?
Yes. As you peer over, you actually see, because you have met them as well, especially one of them, Vuba.
It's Sal.
No, Vuba and the
Oh.
other guard captain that was helping you guys with the Alistar situation. They appear to have been turned into stone.
Of course.
Crap.
Well,
That's
And they
that's a
are
problem.
they're kind of like in a range to where it looks like they were trying to give out orders, maybe. So they're kind of like frozen that position.
What I think has happened there actually is that they stopped them from interfering with us coming. They want to fight us and not have us be weakened by fighting them. And like looks at the guards dead on the ground. Because they wouldn't not let us just walk in, right? And
indeed.
their ways are just like they just want to fight us. They want to keep challenging us continuously.
Indeed, and for some reason they've decided to also make our allies stoned so that they could not help us at all.
I mean, I don't really know why they want to make them stone in particular. I guess it's some twisted.
Try and get us upset.
Something tells me she wants to turn us into something like this.
Maybe.
trophies. Makes sense.
So
Well,
As-
let's be on our guard for sure.
as you guys approach the castle doors, you know the way to the garden. It's almost, just imagine a house where if you were to walk through the front door, the back door is almost directly, uh, you know, on the other side of the house, but parallel. Just a straight shot. It's kind of the way like this is. As you guys uh, open the castle doors, and you get that creepy, eerie feeling. There is a couple of like blood stains, but you don't see like bodies or anything.
Beautiful.
As you guys just walk
Murder
through
castle.
this, if a haunted castle, if not anything type vibes, as you guys start to get to the back door of it and open it up, you can see the garden. And if you guys remember, uh, this is like a big paved, backyard. Um, and on a straight path, you have on two sides of this path kind of like a little raised up miniature little, garden that has like tons of flowers and so on and so forth. And then about the end of the path is the structure of the garden. The really tall hedges uh, that stands almost like 10 feet tall. Uh, as you guys are starting to get out of the back door and seeing this, it somewhat actually appears like the same. You don't see anything wrong with this. Uh, but you guys do kind of see a figure who seems to be at the uh, end of the path that's like right next to the entrance to this garden. Uh, and as you guys are getting closer and closer, it appears to be Lily standing there.
Like I take off my hat and I, as a gesture of acknowledgement.
You guys continue to get up to like a personal talking distance, or
I mean, if that what she seems to be expecting, I guess I would probably stop it like where we can hear each other without having to shout.
Yep.
okay.
What?
A safe range of spells.
Uh, as I'll say, I don't know, 10 feet ish, maybe 15 if you guys want to get to
Mm-mm.
a somewhat personal length without having to shout.
Hmm.
Up to, but she's just casually standing there, kind of just, welcome everybody. I'm glad you all make it.
Seems like you,
It's too
you
bad.
cleared out your town a little bit.
Your party seems quite dead.
Oh, we're just
Like literally dead.
we're just getting started. But first off, as she slowly claps, I should applaud you. I was not expecting that at all. That was
I
very
mean-
smart.
It was a carefully hidden plan, to put it like that.
I'll tell you this. It's why I'm intrigued with you all. That's very smart. And she kind of like barely touches the hedges. I can tell you, uh, a simple thing like that wouldn't stop these hedges. They're just hedges. Just to keep it from dying. But what was inside? That took me a while to make. So, seems like you have a somewhat easy way to get to me.
I mean, it's more a case of leveling the playing field.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all. As I said, I am extremely surprised. I kind of had to take a step back for a second on that one.
Literally, I bet.
Hmm.
But I think yes. So, I guess before we get this started, did you guys enjoy your trip here?
Oh,
Hmm.
you know we did.
I mean, it's a bit warmer.
Indeed.
Had fun killing, I see.
I mean, fun and fun.
Seems like you enjoyed it more than we did.
Indeed. You were the one that set it up, after all.
I was merely
But-
watching. You guys did all the work.
But that's what to expect from a pawn.
Hmm.
Good you.
Why, yes.
Well, I don't think you're the one moving the pieces.
Well, I maybe beg to differ. If you want to look at it as a chessboard, I am the queen. I put everything in its place. Speaking of, care to look? As she gestures, almost like gesturing towards the garden, and you all see this massive beam that just shoots straight up. A purplish black like energy as it goes about like 100, maybe 200 feet, and then it just like a geyser just explodes out, and instead of like a type of whatever is happening, it looks like it's just shooting outwards.
That looks problematic.
And you guys
Black.
notice, and I kind of missed this on the slight detail. Just there was like 3 dead bodies behind you guys. Not necessarily behind you, just slightly to the side, whatever. As all of this goes out, and she just kind of like, this
Dead
is
army. See it now.
this is where the fun really begins, and you can
Right.
see like this black as it kind of hits those 3 corpses
Yep.
as they
There it
do
is.
Fuck.
start to
Reanimation.
kind of like rise in a way, yes. But what's also definitely uh, throwing everything off is they're also. Let me see something real quick.
I should have
Uh,
expressed. Never willing to fight our own fights.
I want this specifically.
Can't leave the dead buried, huh?
Let's see.
That was me misclicking again. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, I thought that was him. I'm like, oh my
I
god,
mean-
alright.
I'm
No.
literally just looking through my things and randomly click somewhere.
I mean, that spell's not a bad idea.
I was just
Oh.
trying to find something specific to really show, but
I was literally just wanting to look at it, not even.
it is
I was
not.
like, oh, what does this do?
Oh, it takes 24 hours to cast. So
This
it's
is
not...
this is why I should not be Flair.
Alex is like, let me
Undo.
just start casting this 24 hours later. Yes.
So
Oh, Emily's dead.
I'll show you guys
Let
later,
me
but
cast Scream, and when
the-
she falls asleep, I'll be in her dreams.
these corpses as they slowly manifest, and you can see like the shadowy ooze as it's not also just engulfing them, but it's like it's getting bigger and bigger as they turn into like this just this massive guard, this skeleton like um, being covered in like black cloaks with just giant and massive as they start to slowly kind of curve on one each side and one behind you guys. And this was just a demonstration, the 3 that you see here. Now, imagine all that you have seen everywhere else. That was the true goal. To create as much death as possible to fully take this so-called war beneath me. And yes, why fight when you can have others fight for you?
So like you.
Again?
So, I will be waiting for you all in there if you want to. That's it. But if you try to run, these 3 will be here for you. Oh, and one more friend. And she just behind you all, and you can all see a very familiar who some of you have seen at the walls of Zuradel. This black human who is kind of decked out in like weapons as he's approaching. I believe you may have met him before. My new ally, Dimvik. As he approaches.
We should have killed you when you had the chance.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been able to kill me if you tried.
Oh no, another cocky bastard kill.
You want to?
Here.
You that confident?
And as Lily kind of just chuckles, please. They're here for my entertainment. I want to see what they're truly capable of, if they should be allowed to join his army or not. So, I see you also have a new friend. I'd be willing to also test out your strength. Please, come on in. And as her form slowly fades, um, you can see it looks like it was an illusion, yes, but over somebody else, as kind of definitely bringing a big flashback, as it is the guild girl who is like pure white eyes as she just falls and lands on the concrete. Just, I would say at this point, you guys have seen your fair amount that you know that is this person is dead.
I almost threw an axe at her too.
I knew it was. I knew it was an illusion from. Like
was
I
gonna
thought it was
try
an
to
illusion. I mean, this is a bit more an
That
advanced
illusion.
form of
That's how bad
illusion.
guys work. Why would they show their true self if they can just put a body in? Like,
Well, let's go walk into
put
our
another
challenge,
body.
shall we?
Another one knocked down, I guess.
As you guys are, kind of, and again slightly surrounded on your backside, and Danvik is just. This is going to be fun to watch.
You know,
Who's that guy
I
again?
think
Yeah, I don't know who you
he's
are.
the
No,
guy
one-
it's
that
like
stopped at the gate.
sarcastic remark. It's like the sarcastic remark as he's
Um,
disappearing.
as you guys do hear him chuckle, and you guys are kind of fighting back with your own.
Did anybody hear that? I hear nothing.
I guess
You
they would
as
stop
you guys are
at the-
looking at him,
I don't even know what you all are talking about.
I don't
he
know
is
either.
he is instantly gone, just vanished.
Bye.
As you guys see in the background, like a cloud of dust, almost like something like just something is like destroyed that back end part, and it's just like a giant grayish white of smoke from hitting the castle. As you guys kind of all blink for a second, and you don't even hear the impact. It's like sound has stopped for a second. As you all kind of like blink, you see Lucian, who's standing right in his place, just kind of like with his arms crossed, staring at you guys. And then you hear the sound of the impact as coming, in the direction from the castle to you guys. The
Impressive.
uh, the Death Knights kind of turn and they all start to swing their blades in his direction. And as you all kind of like blink again, he's just gone. And you can see the two on both of your sides looks like it just is getting shredded on both sides. Um, as uh, as he kind of reappears on the other end of you guys. And as the Death Knight, the one that was directly behind you guys, hits the ground, and it looks like it's going to try to carve and actually pierce one of you guys because it feels like this is something that's not part of the plan. You just hear, "No, not yet!" as a giant, kind of like this goldish gleam of a fist just slams into it. And you can see as Sona just manages to get close and is breathing extremely heavily. You really need to slow down. I ain't got time to be slowed by you. I told you to either keep up or stay behind. Oh, hey guys.
That's him. Showed up.
What took you so long?
Yeah.
I don't need to hear any of that from all of you.
I mean, Lucian was here already. Lucian was here already.
Yeah, we should kind of be here, so.
You
And also, what's going on here?
you all
Indeed.
suck, first off.
Yeah, no,
Did
we
you
know
ever
we do.
tell the
Anyway.
army in the east that they needed to move in towards the capital?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they were also moving into part
I
of
mean, you
the
have three.
I wasn't sure who told them that.
No. I mean, I have spell slots to
I-
waste, so
I thought we had told them to wait until further details or something. But...
no.
no, they were still coming in both armies were still coming in regardless.
Hmm.
The the
Oh,
s-
okay, okay.
the signal was that, like, wait until we all got there, and
We're here, I guess.
I'm going to assume
Yeah, but they
that,
have scouts and everything.
like, they were able to stay contact with each other. I mean, they were able to do that while they were on boats anyway.
Yeah.
So they all entered in simultaneously, as you all were entering in as well. So she's kind of like breathing heavily as Lucian kind of slowly walks around you guys to get to the back end of you all. As you can see, they look like they're arguing for like a second.
Hmm.
So where's the others?
Oh, you tell them. I'm still out of breath. They're fine. They're still at home, in the den, unconscious. I decided, as a good gesture of faith, after taking out of my annoyance on the outside, I will try to come and assist, or at least end this stupidity. Especially since I heard another fake alpha wants to take control. Somebody just had to tag along. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you out of my sight. Woo! This hurts. As she's kind of like holding aside
Oh,
for
you
a
think
second.
that hurts? Just wait until we all get fighting.
Um,
That's where the real pain comes in.
and then you all hear this loud just roar coming from the back as Dimvik kind of steps out, and he's just, I would kill all of you.
Yeah, there he is. I mean,
That's
you
the
know,
guy.
I've been hearing
Go-
his voice, and I
Have
think
fun.
maybe he wants to be attacked. I don't know.
Eh, let's do
You
it.
guys can see as other wares seems to come behind him and are backing him up. As Lucian turns to Sona, it's like, see if you can keep up. And he kind of slowly starts to walk that way. And she's, you guys will go on. We'll hold him off for now, okay?
Oh, cool.
We'll try to catch up
Make
to
sure
you
the punch him extra.
as soon as we can. And she kind of straightens her
Make sure,
steps up.
make sure to punch him extra hard in the face.
Yeah, punch him real good for us.
That's the plan. If she kind of starts to turn and kind of try to catch up a little bit to him, and there's like this kind of weird rival enemies, but also in this particular moment, ally stance, where they kind of like stop and they're getting into position of a like fighting stance, and they're just kind of doing like small banter back towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you guys seeing this as an opportunity uh, to come in and
Finally.
uh,
Oh boy, don't we get to enjoy having hide and seek with her?
uh,
Better not be hiding too well.
I will go ahead and move you guys.
The thing
And
she's hiding.
while we do, we're gonna take one more quick break because I think this, if everybody's okay, you guys want to try to push it a
Yep.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Sure. Sleeps
Okay.
for the weak. Sleep is for the weak.
All right.
Woo!
So, we're gonna take just yes.
No, I promised my mom to talk around 10-ish still. And also, I did not get the greatest sleep the day before.
No, that's fine.
so-
We can easily
Yeah.
save this. We can easily save this. We'll
Yeah,
save it.
guys. Oh,
No, you're fine. So, we'll end it right here, as this is great. I guess what would be also great, I'll end it on this note, is you all make all of you make an insight check,
insight? Interesting
Yeah.
choice.
I'm
including
very good at insight.
including
I
Alec.
got a
Yeah,
3!
all
Oh my
of you.
God. I'm terrible. What the hell?
14 for me is pretty okay.
11.
Oh.
I am
Wait,
I'm
oblivious.
half
I'm
tempted to
sure.
roll my extra d4 just to see if I can beat Orissa, but I don't feel like.
Oh, I am
that.
actually good at insight.
This
but
is
I don't know.
something You either do or you don't.
No, just roll that one.
Oh my
Still
god!
beats, still
okay.
beats 2 people in that one.
That's
I
so
love
good.
Still
this.
beats me.
Okay. Uh,
I'm just sad that the nat 1 is so high.
for this, uh,
If I had a nat 1, it'd be 0.
I'm so smart, but I'm not.
Alec, you first off, all of you feel a tremendous power.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, limited
Or
power.
feel familiar or no?
Yes.
Orissa, Zoe, this is familiar, but it's different. And it is a lot powerful than what it was when you guys felt like this before.
Hmm.
Alec,
Yeah.
you. There's probably not necessarily a lot of things that frightened you, but also because of a nat 1, like, this, whatever you're feeling, almost feels like death. Like, you are actually scared of whatever that is. It's not close, but it feels like death. And you are like, there's like hesitations at this particular moment with you as you're going to enter into this maze to possibly do this final battle of this conflict that's happening. A part of you feels like, I need to get out of here quickly. At the same time, you're going to continue. Nothing's changing with you. Just, this is one of those things you will add to the list that's like physically scares you.
Huh.
Well, shit.
You're
Um,
now scared of hedge
Well.
uh,
Good thing I
as
brought my axe.
as uh as a more of a story insight on at Quaritch, there's a couple of guards who are just trying to talk to the civilians, trying to see if there's anything they can help to do, and just kind of like behind buildings, just creeping out of nowhere is all of these death knights as they're just rising up. Oh shit, what's that? And they're like, oh fuck, guys, as they all are like starting to panic as encouraged these death knights are rising and stomping through the city.
Back on the street.
In
They did.
Zoradel, where Brynjolf, Alistar, and Exuria are having a conversation about just hoping that things will go well for you all. Alistar is like kind of running and she's, guys, guys, as she's like sprinting, running to them, and they look and they see about 10, if not more, death knights just walking towards their direction as they quickly trying to get in some sort of stance and seeing others rise up and seeing hearing the sounds of screams as like two guards who are like kind of like standing there just chatting as this form happens and just slashes a sword through one of them, raising him up as he slides down on the sword, and the other guard is just paralyzed and shook with fear as all of this is happening. With that tremendous power, and because I like it so much, I will do this because it makes me smile. Only nobody can hear this. This is extremely far away, but it's just P is for priceless. Look upon your faces. E is for extinction on all your puny races. R is for revolution that I will bring alive. F is how fucked you are. Now allow me to reprise. E is for eccentric. Just listen to my song. C is for completion. That I've waited oh so long. T is for the terror. Upon you I'll bestow. My name is Perfect Garo, and I would like to say hello.
Little brother isn't so little anymore.
As we'll end it right there. Because I like that song.
Singing now. Beautiful.
So
Wow, if
Like a
Nicole was there, she'd be like,
beautiful.
yay, good for you. You know your alphabet.
I hope that you all join us as this is a nice
It's gonna take an entire
finish
session.
for next time. As definitely a trap has been sprung on a very unaware individuals. So, I hope to catch you all next time. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. We'll catch you later.
Whee!
Bye.